Good morning, everybody.
Hi, Moon.
Hi, Learn. Hi, birthday girl. It's still your birthday week, so.
Oh, God, no, make it end.
It's over.
What?
fine.
You, of all people?
No, it was great. It was great.
It's great.
I just had it was a whole weekend. It was great. We don't need any more. Happy anniversary, boy.
Thank you. It's my anniversary
Yeah.
week.
Happy
We're going to keep
birthday.
doing it. Thank you.
Happy birthday, your dog.
Kent's
Yeah.
got anniversary. Allison posted a big thing about the pregnancy.
Yeah.
And then your dog had a birthday.
Yes.
It's a heck of a month for you.
Which got
That's a
more
big one.
likes?
Ooh, good question.
Good question. Here we
Yeah.
go. The royal baby or
The
the
announcement.
7-year-old dog?
Go find out. It's a family competition.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. This is the Rizzuto Show. Rizz is back in New York. He's dealing with some family stuff. Nothing, no big deal. Don't worry about him. He'll be back in just a couple days, but we'll hold down the fort and enjoy ourselves. But I do want to talk about the weekend. You had a birthday weekend, so
I did,
I'm assuming
Saturday.
you all did something.
Yeah, so Friday we went to Robin and Maplewood with Bill and Missy Ryder, Bill Ryder, the Urge, name drop. And we have Fancy Dinner Club. And so we had this on the books for a while. And Bill and Missy just had a birthday as well. So everybody at the table got
Both
a
of them?
birthday cake. Yeah, both of them. They have
That's a name.
They have back-to-back birthdays like in the middle of the month.
Double name drop.
That's pretty
name
cool.
drop.
Excited.
That's a name.
I gotcha.
So everybody got like a cake with a candle on it. Tim just acted like his birthday was in March, and we just had ourselves a nice 5-course meal at Robin and Maplewood. James Beard nominated. Great little spot if you are into food.
Fancy.
So did that Friday, Saturday. Yeah, you're into food. You and Tim need to
I
go.
love food.
It's fun to eat.
And then Saturday, slept in a little bit, and then Tim surprised me with all sorts of goodies. The man really did it up this year. So I had dumpster dived this chair that I was going to paint, and so I had the surgery at the beginning of the month, so I haven't been down in like my little studio in a while because I don't know, I'm scared of my basement. I don't want to go down there. And so I haven't been down there where this chair was. And then I guess for this entire month, the man has been making this chair into a rocking chair
What?
by putting the little rocker thingies on the bottom. And so
Wow.
I had no clue that
He
this
turned
was
he
up.
turned your favorite chair into your favorite rocking chair?
Yeah, I've always wanted a rocking chair.
Because now you're over 40.
Now I'm over 40, so I will be on a rocking chair on the
Alright.
porch.
And you have
What a
the perfect
funny
porch for it.
41st birthday
I know.
gift to give
It's
somebody.
It's
kind of amazing.
Here's your rocking chair.
I'm old as hell.
Adios.
So that
It
was
was
his
cool.
big surprise. Yeah, he had told Rafe about it, and
It was very, very neat.
I
was
think
like,
that's so
He
neat.
crushed it. I was like, you're crushing it. This is great. With Warwick Davis falling through.
Oh,
yes.
Wonderful, wonderful backup rocking
Husband
chair.
award. And then he also got me, and this is so cool. I love the movie Almost Famous, and the only reason I'm sharing this is because this is gift ideas for people listening. If you are bad, like you don't know what to get people. So then one of my favorite movies is Almost Famous. He got me a Neil Preston, who's an iconic rock photographer, a still image from like the film that Neil Preston took, like of the movie. So it's like authentic artifact from Almost Famous. It has the cool Almost Famous noting on it and whatnot.
whoa.
So I thought that was really neat too. And then my first concert was the Smashing Pumpkins Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness tour, and my mom bought me a long sleeve Zero shirt from that 1996 show. And you know how I like to collect vintage shirts?
Yeah.
Well, I lost it over my lifetime, and I always wish I had it back. And so Tim got me a replica of the Zero shirt.
Wow. He really is. He
so
really is a
suck
hero.
on that.
Yeah.
Good job, Tim.
Him.
And he killed it.
Real nice dinner, real nice gifts.
Went to the Cat Zen Cafe on St.
Oh,
Charles.
yeah. How was that?
It was wonderful.
Yeah, that place was pretty cool.
Our friends Nikki and Rob, and then
And they adopt those cats out, I think.
yeah, they
right?
adopt those
For
cats
adoption.
out. There was a real mean mugging kitten that I was like, "Ooh, you might be coming home with me." He was a criminal. I don't remember his name, Pickles
Hilarious.
or something. I was like, "This cat is mean key." Didn't adopt him because I have so many cats at home. But then went to there's a Peruvian joint next door to the Cat Zen Cafe, and we ate there. It was delicious. And then Sunday was supposed to go to Shawnee to hike, and then I canceled because I wasn't feeling up to it because I'm 41 now. So I was like,
Oh,
It's a lot of fun weekend.
that's when you need it.
That's,
Yep.
You know what?
Thank
That's
you.
a birthday gift to
it
yourself.
really was. So
Were the trees happy you canceled? Because
They were. They were like, we
your
don't-
friend group is.
I actually,
my friend Terry, who's in her 70s, who was going with us. Yeah, she was like, we'll do it some other time.
I heard the wind through the pines
Yeah.
speaking to me, obviously,
Yes.
saying that they missed you.
I wish.
You had a dog birthday over the weekend.
Yeah.
I guess your dog turned 7.
Yeah, she turned 7.
You talked about it today, which, by the way, it's a senior dog.
Bitches weekend, dude.
I found
crazy.
out when Radio turned 6 that she's now a senior dog. She's 8 something now, so she's way elderly
Like
years.
60.
You got a rocking chair, the whole 9
Oh
yards.
yeah, special insurance and all that.
Yeah.
But then when you came in and you said that, Rafe said, "Well, Bo, if he makes it to Tuesday, was it Tuesday?
Curse him.
If he
Yeah.
makes it to Tuesday,
April
he'll be
1st.
20." Oh no,
Wednesday.
that's Wednesday. Yeah.
48. Dude, this is a
April
crucial
Fools.
48 hours.
Oh come on, Bo,
This is
you
serious
can do it.
business, man.
You can do it.
Clock's ticking, brother. This is Nick Nolte, Eddie Murphy, 48 hours. If he makes it, I got to call Guinness because I looked up the oldest puggle online, and 19 and a half was the oldest one I saw, and it died
For
last
real?
year.
Are you
I think I
serious?
have the oldest puggle on the planet.
And you have
That's
documentation
awesome.
that he's 20 years old.
I mean, I don't have papers. I mean, I have like his date, like the paperwork I got from. He's not like Westminster, but he was a puppy mill puppy I got.
Yeah. Guinness is going to need to see paperwork.
April 1st, 06.
Dang.
That's
I got
so
him,
awesome.
and I got him. He came to me late April 06.
Dang.
So he's like 6 weeks old.
Wow.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Any sort of documentation is worth. You got to do this.
Or I
You
guess
got
May. I got him in May 06.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if you have any sort of paperwork from May, I'm assuming it's going to show that the dog wasn't, born
Yeah, that
a
was
few
his-
days before.
Yeah, that was his born on date.
What, dude? You gotta call Guinness. You gotta get this dog in
Yeah,
the
man.
book. In the book.
Yes.
So crazy.
We need a little like a king outfit, like a little cape and a
Yeah.
crown for Bo.
That'd be pretty amazing.
I'm gonna buy him a whole sheet cake.
Yes.
I feel
Be
bad.
like, I'm gonna put a sheet cake in the floor and just let him find it because it's gonna take a while.
Yeah, that's all right.
I feel bad saying his name on air 48 hours before. Maybe we should have waited. And of course,
Yeah.
No, he'll
Scott
get
says,
it.
"I hope he doesn't pull a Betty White."
No, I didn't say.
How
I
bad
hope
are
he
you
doesn't
gonna
pull.
feel
Oh,
if I go home today?
Oh, don't
No,
do that.
stop this.
Don't put that evil on me. Don't.
Well,
You
you
did it.
still broke the record. He still broke the record.
yeah.
If we went home.
doesn't count though if it's not in the book.
No, look at him.
Oh,
He's so cute.
that's a cute dog. That's a puggle.
Yep.
He looks more uggle than pug.
Oh,
Ugly.
Let me see.
No,
you
I mean,
smushed
like-
your face. Yes.
Oh, beagle. That's what it is.
Beagle and pug.
Yeah, he looks
Okay.
very beagle. That's
so
what a
cute.
puggle is a
Wow.
beagle and a pug.
Hell yeah, it is.
I don't know why I never asked.
They have a smushed face like a pug, but then they cry like
Yeah.
beagles.
Oh,
They
I didn't realize
They
that.
scream like beagles.
And he always looks like Larry David when Larry David is trying to like get when there's like when he's doing the look, like he's always staring across the room at me like he's disapproving of something.
Well, what'd
This
you
is
do this
cool,
weekend,
Good
Rafe?
dude. Man, I had a good weekend. I had we had a secret team Rizz meetup at St. Charles Hot Shots on Saturday. A lot of the Team Rizz folks came out. Met some for the first time. Saw some repeat offenders who I love, and we had a good time, man. Gave away some tickets, and everybody hung out. And, we talked last week about having like groups that you belong to and a community and stuff like that, and that is a cool thing that existed long before I joined the show, and I am appreciative of it. Of like, people in the Team Rizz world care about each other and help each other out. And like, somebody was looking for a job, and everyone was like, "Oh, I got a buddy." Like there
Oh,
was
yeah. That's
everybody.
There's been a lot of jobs, even a couple marriages through the
Oh yeah.
through the Team Riz.
Oh yeah, and there were a couple of marriages. I met some people that they met at I think it was like a blues night or maybe
Sweet.
Point Fest. I don't know. It was a Team Rizz event 10 years ago, and they've been married for 10 years. And it was like almost to be their 10-year anniversary. And that was the guy's like, I was sitting next to her and her mom, and I asked her mom if I could switch seats and asked her out on a date at a Team Rizz event. And here we are 10 years later. We've been married for 10 years.
Oh,
dang.
I love that.
Yeah, it was cool, man. It was
Nicely
nice to
done.
chat with some people and hang out and eat some good food at Hot Shot. So I did that, and then I went to see Clownvis' show at Red Flag with
Heck
Hank
yeah.
Coleman Williams, or number 4, Hank the Fourth. And dude, great show. Congrats to Clownvis. So fun, man.
Man, did you see the surprise? Well, I guess you saw the surprise opener, right? If I understood correctly, he performed that night.
Just say the name, and I'll.
Casey Rocket.
There we go. Yes, I
Casey
did.
Rocket was there. And I'm like, why do I have an
Rocket,
anniversary today? This is not fair.
Scott's, your marketing has gone to a new level where you're vague posting something that already happened. We're not going to say who the opener was, but it
Well,
was
I just
cool.
want to see
happen.
if you
No,
enjoyed
yeah.
him.
I saw Casey there. Yeah, and chatted with him for a little bit, and he came out and kind of did a surprise set in between the two. So yeah, it was a packed show. There was like another dude, that King Squidbilly or something like that. I can't remember his name, and I just messed it up. But he was good too. But I'll tell you this, dude. I didn't realize like Hank IV Coleman Williams was he was like a rodeo clown for 9 years. Didn't want to do music, so he comes out like his face painted like a rodeo clown.
Nice.
But, and I hate to compare it because he was such a nice guy. Because when you meet someone that you're like, oh, this is fourth generation royalty pretty much, you think, Nepo, baby, this guy's probably not going to be cool. Could not have been more the opposite. Very sweet, humble. When he introduced himself, he's like, hey, I'm Coleman. And I was like, hey, I thought you're Hank the Fourth, right? And he goes, yeah, technically, yeah. But he goes, I'm just Coleman.
Oh.
And he's like, if you think about it, none of us are really Hank. And he's like, my great-grandpa was Hiram. Hank Jr.'s Randall. My daddy's name's Randy. And I'm Coleman.
Wow, really
Oh,
digging himself out of that hole.
Yeah, and it was almost like he was just very sweet and he was a sweet kid. He was just a nice guy, man.
Well, he's bound to get a good review if you went in thinking he was going to be an a-hole.
That's true.
Like, that's kind of...
Well, you do have
maybe
to
that's
start
an
on the
awesome-
I didn't go
with
in
your
thinking he was going to be an
expectations
a-hole. I just went in thinking like, oh, I went in with nothing of just like, this is Hank the Fourth. Mm-hmm. You know, I guess maybe I did. Maybe I did go in there with a little Chet Hanks attitude.
Hey.
That's all right.
Like, I'm about to meet Chet, and it's going to be fine. And couldn't have been further from the truth. The guy was so sweet. And, man, they went up and performed, and that dude's got pipes, brother. Like, it's funny because it comes all the way back around. You know, I made fun of it last week, but it was almost like the thing I said. Me and Clownvis were laughing. He's like, you said this on the air. Like, my music ain't like my daddy's. Well, my music ain't like my daddy's. Well, my music ain't quite like my daddy's. But then by the time you've gone around the clock, you're getting close to the original. But he has that, like, that Hank Williams hitting that high note that the original Hank could hit. Like that old country, I don't know what you call it. Scott, help me out here. This is your genre.
Like a yodel or a...
Almost. Like he...
Yeah, that
mountain holler?
Yeah, that like that
like
high,
it has
that
a little
Hank
squeak
Williams,
at
like
yeah.
I got a feeling on the blue. I can't do it.
It's the car horn, the old Model T car horn.
Yes, I understand.
Aruga.
Yeah.
But the guy, beautiful voice, and I was like, oh man, this guy, and the music is really, really good. And I was like, this guy rips. He's
cool.
It was really, really
That's
awesome.
a good fit
it was a
for
pleasant surprise
for a Clownvis show too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was great, man.
That's
And Clownvis killed it. He closed the show, and all was well. He's got a cool little Grand Falloon. Speaking of like groups, his audience is interesting because they all know each other and they all kind of like
Oh yeah, and they come from all over the place.
all over the place,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're all very welcoming and like kind of take care of one another. And
It's
had a
good
lot of
group.
people come up and just introduce themselves that weren't like necessarily Rizz Show people, but were Clownvis people and who kind of knew through the satellite of us being associated with him, like who Tina and I were, and everybody was super nice and just had a real good time.
Yeah, his fan base is very similar to the Team Rizz, where very easy to get involved and
Yeah.
very cool crew.
Mm-hmm.
And
Looking out for each other.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
And they'll support anything that comes on the show. They're like, hey, if he likes him, we like him.
So what'd you do to celebrate the anniversary and the dog birthday?
Well, I went out to Babbler, which is where I proposed.
Oh, cute.
With my buddy Brian, because my wife, she went to a breakfast thing with her friends. So
That's where you proposed to your buddy Brian.
Brian's
So now-
there.
All
so now
right.
next
Brian,
year,
will you be my best friend?
yeah. So next year we're gonna have to. She was hanging out with his wife, and so next year we're gonna have our 1 year anniversary at Babbler on the 28th.
okay.
So that'll be nice. But yeah, no, I did that in the morning, hung out there for a little bit, and then that night we had all this grand plan, but. I'm currently married to a pregnant lady, so she was gassed, and all she wanted to do was just relax for the night.
Just gassy.
And so I got her. I got her.
Wrong button.
Speaking of great gifts, I
But
nailed
related.
Yeah, we had Mexican
Yes.
food. It was fun.
You're right. Yes, I was like Tim. I got all the right gifts. You know, the flowers, the treats, and also personalized chopsticks.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I saw Wood was the 6th anniversary.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I got it personalized because she's a big fan
Anybody
of-
else do that? We try to do that. a little bit.
It's easier if you're trying to figure out what to get. You just look like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, but it sucks when it's like, oh, paper.
Right.
Oh, wood. Like, let's get to something.
You gotta get creative.
Yeah,
You
get
can't.
something
That's where
You make a paper mache of your face.
Well, clearly, I'm not being
Oh.
creative if I'm looking to this kind of thing
Well-
for the idea.
It's like wood. Like Tim built me a dining room table that year.
Dang.
You
And
know?
now you got a rocking chair.
I
to
got a
put-
rocking chair. He loves wood products,
pull right up
guys.
to it.
He's
I got
into
chopsticks. Don't-
furniture. Okay, sorry. Don't chopsticks are better.
Almost a dining room table.
almost the same.
Yeah.
But
Same
then,
function.
yeah, I mean, kind of
Okay,
looks
you
like
are
legs.
dining. There
If
you go.
think about it. But yeah, so it was fun. And you know how Rizz, his wife, one time forgot about their
Tim was
anniversary?
like, what if I made something that could feed all of our friends and family? And you're like, what if I gave you something that made your meal much harder?
To eat. Yes, and that's fine because
Much more
love is hard
time-consuming.
sometimes.
Eat
You know.
slower.
And mine was more romantic because it said happy.
Yeah, dude. You gave a pregnant lady a thing that was like, eat slower.
It does say, it said happy 6th anniversary,
That's awesome.
Mama's sushi shovel. So I thought that was nice.
That's
Oh,
cute.
that's
Mama's
cool.
sushi shovel.
Yeah, and yeah, so I did that, and then you know how Rizz, his wife, once forgot about their anniversary.
Yeah, he
he
still
didn't
got
mention
that.
it till night. Well, it was awesome because
She forgot?
nope, but
Oh.
she forgot all about it. She's really into giving gifts, and she forgot. So I was very excited. I was like,
Wait, what do you mean she forgot? She forgot to get you a gift?
yeah,
She
for the
remembered to give me a
anniversary. She's
gift.
like, wait, when did you order? How did you think
Wait,
of?
Wait, she forgot to give you a gift, or she forgot all about the anniversary? Like,
No,
did
she
you wake
remembered
up-
the anniversary. She forgot the gift.
Well, how does that happen?
I don't know.
You mean she remembered the anniversary on the day?
Yeah,
She
yeah,
woke
yeah.
up
Oh,
and
yeah,
said,
yeah.
"Oh my
she
gosh,
knew
it's
ahead
our
of time. She's like, so what do we do? Like, she's talking about a week earlier, but forgot all about.
Well,
present,
but
so.
I think the gift is still cooking in Mama's belly.
Yeah.
Ah,
this is your gift,
yeah.
The sweet child.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so I won.
You've got the gift card in
Yeah.
the back pocket. That's awesome.
So I'm excited for that. That's good news.
Good
and then
for
I
you.
wouldn't lean on that too hard.
what?
With
How
her
not?
being in her first pregnancy. I wouldn't lean on thinking. That's
You
a
don't get
half
to
a
hide
get
behind
out
that
of,
forever.
That's
What?
a half
She
a
is
get out of
baking
jail.
a human.
I'm still making her go out and
I'm
chop
just telling
wood.
you, when you try to cash it in, you may find that face value is non-redeemable.
I don't subscribe to you get to use it for everything. You can't hide behind the pregnancy for everything.
She's literally like building an arm right now. Like she's,
what I'm saying.
you know,
I
this is a big
understand.
deal.
I understand. But you got one in the pocket.
Thank you.
Congratulations. That's really
I'm
cool.
pretty excited about
Don't
this.
take this man's.
It's a big deal.
You know,
She's going to make me a
I
table
said he
next
had
year.
half of one.
Well,
Yeah, expect a table next year.
we were talking about dinner, and I had all these big plans. Been planning it for I don't know months since the last time I talked to Billy from the Big Rush tribute that was happening down at the pageant.
Oh yeah, Billy Audrain.
Yeah, and I was going to go down there. I was going to meet Billy, and we had emailed each other a couple times. And last week I realized that, oh man, I double booked myself. I had this other thing, which was for kind of to celebrate our birthdays, a little bit of a birthday dinner. And I didn't realize it was on the same night, so I had to cancel on the Rush show. But I was down at Pinup earlier that day, so I saw, the show was that night at the pageant. But there was a couple hundred people hanging out way early in the day. We're talking like 11:30, 11 a.m.
Yeah.
And I realized like there are people coming in from all over the place to do this whole Midwest Rush festival.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it was crazy. I love Rush, okay? I taught myself how to play bass to Rush. Like, it's a big deal for me. I would love to be a part of the Rush group, but maybe I'm not allowed to be.
What do you mean?
Because people were lining up at like 11 a.m. and I wanted to see like, is this a ticket release for something else, or is maybe Rush doing, maybe the band is doing like an early VIP thing or something? I didn't know. So I went over and asked, and man, I'm telling you, I have never been looked at more get out of here in my life.
Oh no.
I was sitting there going, hey, I walked up and I go, hey, what's going on here? And they go, a show.
They're like,
I go,
Thunderhead,
wow.
do you know it?
And I go, yeah, Thunderhead, big Rush thing. And they go, this dude killed me with his eyes. He murdered me.
He had no time.
He looked to the side and said, yeah, man, like get out of line. If you're not here to be a diehard, if you don't have a
respect
Geddy
that.
Lee tattoo, you don't belong here.
Maybe
So-
it's because you're a male, because it's, iconically Rush is like, they have no female fans. Allegedly they do. I'm a Rush fan. But like, maybe they were just like, gosh damn it. Another man walking up. Like, where
Well, also,
are the chicks?
What time was this? You said you were down there.
That's
It was
what
early. It was like 11:30.
Yeah, so their show probably was at noon. They're done by 1, so everybody would get home in time for dinner.
There was a ton of gals in that line too.
Good.
So it was a good mix, but I was not welcome. Yeah, I'm bummed that I missed that show. I didn't realize how big of a thing
It's huge.
That's crazy.
that festival was. Yeah, I didn't realize it was like an all-day thing. People were really hanging out. They were coming over to pin up and hanging out. It was a really good time. And then that night, the previous engagement that I had was this thing called Le Petit Chef. Have you guys heard of this?
No.
Le Petit.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to describe it. I was trying to describe it to Lauren, and I was failing miserably early this morning, so I had to show her the video from Mallory's Instagram. So my buddy is the executive chef over at Le Méridien Hotel. Le Méridien.
Le Méridien.
That sounds like such an American, but it's not.
French.
It's a nice place.
Yeah, it's down in Clayton.
Means the Meridian.
Yeah, I've stayed there.
The Meridian, yeah. It's a really nice place, really nice restaurant. He's the executive chef over there, and he's brought in this thing. And it's in like a separate dining room, and you go in, and I thought it was like more of like a high-end adult thing, which it is, but at the same time, there's a whole bunch of kids there, and they have like a kid menu. But let me describe how this goes. On your table, they turn the lights off, and on your table is projected like a interactive movie. I don't even.
It's like a animation.
Yeah, so there's projectors above you that you don't see that project like an animation of Le Petit Chef, a tiny chef that like comes out and does gardening and whatever and throws the food onto the plate, onto the visual plate that's sitting right in front of you, and then they sneak in the food. That's the actual thing that represents
really cool.
what the animation was just doing, right?
It's cool.
It's 5 freaking courses, and it goes from this like real seafoody scallop and lobster and something else bisque to then a salad to then a full lobster tail with mushrooms and something else. That was one of the best things I've ever had. Then a Japanese steak and then this gelato big dessert. They also had, and the people next to us were loving it, they also had a drink flight where they would pair like some sort of cocktail with every single course.
Yes.
And man, there was some hammered people by the end of this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I bet.
Hammered. But the food was incredible. Super cool, very different kind of experience. Like I said, it's like a full thing. I guess they do 2 shows because we did the early thing at 5. But man, it was nice. But when we first got there, we didn't really know what to expect. Didn't know too much, kind of like going in blind.
Yeah.
And I sat down and this guy comes up and goes, "Oh, hey, Moon and Mallory, we have some Prosecco for you." And I go, and I was about to stop him to say like, "Oh, we don't drink. You can not bring that."
Right.
And I just said, no Secco. What is that? It's like Prosecco. And he goes, "Yes, it's a non-alcoholic champagne."
Love a Prosecco.
And
That's great.
I go, "Oh yeah, okay, great, bring that." So I guess our buddy Phil, the chef, had told them, hey, they don't drink. Let's get them Prosecco. And as it landed, I realized, oh my God, I don't know how much this is going to cost. Well, why did I say yes to this? I got to stop asking. I got to start asking what the prices are on these things. Popped it down, and I will say, been sober since October 2019, and one of the few things that I really miss is champagne. I really love champagne. That Prosecco stuff hits a spot.
Really?
Really?
It's pretty tight. And no kidding, this morning I walk in and I find a scientific study. If you've ever wondered how many bubbles are in a glass of champagne.
I have.
And no kidding, I was thinking about it yesterday.
Do you have a number?
I have a number.
Oh, my goodness.
If you've ever sipped a glass of champagne and thought to yourself, man, I'd really enjoy this more if I knew exactly how many bubbles were in this thing, I bet after reading that sentence, now you're going to, but I have the answer. Gérard Liger-Belair published a research aptly titled How many bubbles are in your glass of bubbly? And the Journal of Physical Chemistry did publish this. They thought there was 15 million going in. How many?
God.
How many do you think?
I was going to say either 1 million or 10,000. That's literally the 2 numbers that came out in my brain. So I'll say 10,000.
Well, I've only gotten to 8 million when I counted it, so I'm going to say it's right around 11 million.
I got to find the now you know, the more you know sound, because I feel like this is.
How many
this is
bubbles do you think, Rafe, are in a glass of champagne?
9. 9 really big ones.
Just 9 really big ones. Real bubble, mega bubble.
One big bubble.
Well, one of you is exactly right, or was exactly right. It's 1 million. It's about 1 million bubbles in a glass of
What kind of
champagne.
champagne are they drinking?
I thought that was fascinating. You want to stick with food stuff?
That's a lot of bubbles.
I like food.
You eat yogurt every morning, don't you?
No.
Oh, I thought you were a yogurt guy.
I switch things around every once in a while.
Oh.
And I did yesterday.
Get into stuff, and then I move out. What'd you have yesterday?
Eat crow for brunch. Took my friend Lace to brunch. She was in town doing the Funny Bone, and that place is good, man. They always deliver the goods.
Yeah.
And had some yogurt with honey, like raw honey. That's, I don't know, if they made it, but it's some kind of raw honey, and man, it hit the spot.
That's great.
It's been a while.
I need to get some yogurt.
I had it like out in a restaurant, and I was like, man, this is good.
Would you ever put it in your coffee?
Yogurt?
That's
Yog?
right.
Oh, my. Yoga out?
That's the new thing. That is the new thing going around. It's we're still in this great American protein craze
They
right
had a
now.
brunch burger with an English muffin and a fried egg on it, though, and I would just like to say it was untenable as far as messy, but my God, it was good.
I love an English muffin with an egg, like an over easy egg.
Oh, yeah.
And which place was this?
Nice.
Took a bite.
Crow,
The yolk
crow.
exploded all over the burger and the cheese, and it was so good. Garlic aioli. Yum.
Yes.
Well, there's a bunch of people on TikTok saying that the new trend is dumping yogurt into your coffee, and it's all for protein. Some people are doing it with flavored yogurt, which has to be the worst thing ever. Here's a guy claiming that he started it. He is a content creator and a gym bro. His name is Jordan Bernstein. His original recipe was cold brew, Greek yogurt, and coconut water.
He created it.
Yeah, and since he's started doing this, he's now adding salt and 12 shakes of cinnamon. Check this out.
Starbucks large black iced coffee, flavored yogurt. It's all they had, man. It's all they had. Not bad. Coffee yogurt boy, coffee yogurt boy. The fact that I went to get Starbucks, coconut water, yogurt, brought my cinnamon, all of this, and my flight takes off in 3 minutes, that's dedication to the coffee yogurt lifestyle. Strawberry yogi. Don't really taste it. Airport coffee yogurt, nothing better.
I heard him say strawberry yogi. I
Yeah.
thought Rafe's going to hate this guy. Rafe is going to hate this guy.
Yep.
Well, it's fun putting it in Google because I was trying to
Nailed it.
trying to find the news article, and it says dumping yogurt in coffee is a popular Vietnamese beverage trend.
Which is funny because there is I have this here. It is a Vietnamese drink involving coffee and yogurt. It's been around for a long time, but it's nothing like what this guy is doing. And the funny thing is the first response was a Vietnamese gal, a content creator, trying it herself. And she described it as if going to the gym, working out for 2 hours, and then wringing your socks out into a cold brew.
Oh, great.
And that's how it tastes.
Well, let's go for it.
Most people
Yeah,
just
I
say,
don't-
just drink coffee and have yogurt
Yes.
on the side.
Do we have to? Can we stop infusing things?
Please.
We've done it. Congratulations, America. We've fusion has happened. Whether it's different styles of food and everything's got we don't need as much protein. Nothing needs as much protein as we're getting. It's crazy.
How am I going to get ripped, man?
Yeah.
Everything is like we just don't. Not everything has to be infused with everything else. Like just have it.
Well, you know who disagrees with you?
Yogi,
The
strawberry
big
yogi.
infusion.
Major League Baseball.
Oh,
I have some of the new
They're
absurd.
putting yogurt in the on deck circle.
Yeah,
Finally.
I have
And
some
their
of
hot
the,
dogs are infused with hot dogs.
oh God,
so it's
that
healthy.
is very pornographic.
I got some of the new absurd baseball snacks of different teams, and
New
I want you
Space
to look
Dock
at this.
hot dogs at Busch Stadium.
You know what? Actually, before you go off, hang on one.
Okay,
Hang on. Hold that
all
thought.
right, I'm gonna
Just to
hold it.
piggyback on King's perverted mind. All I want, and maybe it's out there, and I'm just an idiot. I want a cheese-filled hot dog again. Remember
it's
when
out
you
there.
were a child?
Oh yeah, they still
and
make those.
Everything, but do they make them at the ballpark?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Because that's really what we want. We want a cheddar cheese or nacho cheese infused, hollowed out hog with a freaking line of cheese in there. You know, I don't even eat this slunk meat, and I will for that. Back to you. All
That
right.
does sound good.
All right.
You can get those.
I can have that here by 8 a.m.
You can get those jalapeno
less.
Who do you
jalapeno
know?
cheddar brats. At Disney, they had jalapeno cheddar pretzels where there's like cheese inside the pretzel, so you don't have to dip it. It's the smartest thing on earth. I don't have to carry two things
Right.
and dip. You just
Was the
tear-
ratio good?
It was perfection.
Awesome.
And it was
Sometimes
heated
they
up enough
skimp
where it
out.
was melty, but it didn't drip. Oh, Disney thinks of it all.
Next, they're going to put cheese and crust of pizza.
I mean, can you believe we are there, guys?
Well, speaking of the mashups,
Needs yogurt.
and I want to hear your take. And somebody tell me if the Cardinals are doing anything. The Cardinals did not make any of this list.
They are. They're doing the gooey butter cake on a stick.
Well, yeah, but that's just St. Louis on a stick.
Well, I am DTF for that.
That's nothing like this. And I know I don't have a color printer, so you can't really see in color what this might be.
Is that
can you guess what this food might be?
That is a
donut?
slightly different color asphalt than the asphalt it's sitting on.
Right, yeah. No,
right. Is that donuts?
I'm showing the camera. They are donuts. And I'm going to tell you, this is one of the many things that the Colorado Rockies are serving. It's pizza donuts.
You send it, show it my way.
It's a donut.
It's a donut.
With pizza on it.
The pizza.
So they're making cake donuts and covering it with
boy.
the pizza sauce, the cheese, and whatever that green onion thing is on top. Would you try that?
I mean, I would try it, but I would, it's instantly going to hurt.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's a greasy donut or a cake donut?
I think it's a cake donut.
Oh.
It's going to hurt.
I would like it to be like a usual donut, like a sloppy, greasy, kind of flaky donut instead of a cake one.
Well, I'm wondering if it is almost like a pizza bagel with the pizza bites.
Yes. Then it's just a bagel.
But I don't want to try that at a ballpark, man. I don't want to try that there.
It's a Rockies game. Something has to excite you. They're awful.
Well, how about this? The
Like
Rockies.
they literally, they are terrible.
They're
You think we are upset? Try being a Colorado Rockies fan. My buddy Adam Caton Holland, his entire summer timeline is just him being like, please kill me. I'm a Rockies fan, and I cannot take this for another year. I think they were the worst team in baseball like the last 2 or 3 years.
Maybe that's why they have to be creative with the food. They also do the Glazilla, which is a 2-foot hot dog covered in whatever toppings you like. If it's too big, don't worry. They say it's designed for the family. Let's see. The Astros, they do a brisket donut. It's brisket that's inside of a donut, then covered in barbecue sauce and topped with mac and cheese.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
That sounds painful. Imagine
yeah.
the toilets at that place.
I do, yeah.
I think Rafe's on to something about the whole, I think we're good.
We have
No
the
infusion.
Schwarbomb Sundae. This is something from the Philadelphia Phillies. It's a mini helmet of ice cream topped with funnel cake, fried, uncrustable, strawberry sauce, and cereal.
Oh, my gosh. I would love to see the calorie count on that one.
We have the Kansas City Royals bringing the s'mores quesadilla. It is a quesadilla that is normal sized but meant for dessert. Inside the tortilla is Nutella, marshmallow fluff, and graham cracker crumbs. And then it's topped off with strawberry pico de gallo.
Okay, that'd be a good little
Pico de
dessert.
gallo.
That's a crepe.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
That's
That
a
is.
Mexican crepe. Nice try. I'm trying to be creative there. We have the machete from the Miami Marlins and the Chicago White Sox, both doing this. This is a carne asada quesadilla that's 2 feet long. It does look very good, actually. And then the number one here, they have, by the way, the Royals also do a beef Wellington hot dog wrapped in a puff pastry. And then the number one is the Take Me Out to the Ball Game shake at the Arizona Diamondbacks game. A milkshake with whipped cream, peanut butter. It has peanut butter sandwich cookies, those little
Little nutter butter thingies.
Yeah, whatever they are. That's stuffed into the milkshake, and then Cracker Jacks, which sounds like a total stomach ache. Total stomach
that's diabetes.
Yeah, so
and a
none
drink.
of these will motivate me necessarily.
Rizz has been doing a little bit of traveling. Like I said, he's back in New York for the weekend. And if you're flying soon, and any of us that have been flying, what's the question we keep getting is, did you get stopped in the Houston airport? Did you see the lines? Did you have to wait 6 hours like everybody? Every TikTok and Instagram video makes it look like every airport is a hellhole. Mm-hmm. A lot of people have been getting there to the TSA lines 3, 4, 5 hours in advance because, like my mother, they think that every airport is just congested. Well, the airports are now saying you do not need to arrive 3 to 4 hours early. We promise 90 minutes does the trick. Quote, arriving too early can actually create longer lines when we do open. Spacing out arrival times helps keep things moving smoothly for everybody. They recommend 2 hours for international flights. This airport in Ohio basically has said that, listen, we can keep lines manageable, and it makes sense that everybody arriving right as security opens for the day would create long lines. So the people getting there earlier, remember the airport has an opening time. They open TSA at whatever it is, 5:30 or 6 a.m. or 4 a.m., whatever it is. We don't want to make it worse by getting there even earlier. Problem is, some bigger airports have not been able to keep up with people moving through checkpoints. TSA lines at some of them have been more than 2 hours long just to get through security, and most of it is because of people panicking because of those couple days that everything went wrong.
That's funny.
Some enterprising people are working on a place-holding concierge service in airports like New York City. You can hire them to stand in line for you. That sounds great.
That is beautiful.
One service charges $25 an hour. It's a 2-hour minimum. You just pay them when you get there. Another entrepreneur is willing to travel to several airports to stand in line for you, but you've got to pay him in advance. That's more expensive. We're talking $600 to $1,200, depending on how far the airport is. And he needs a week's notice. The shutdown of the Department of Homeland Security just became the longest partial shutdown in U.S. history yesterday, and there may be an end in sight, but it's hard to say how long it's going to take these airports to fully recover. But, just be cool, have some patience, and everything is going to be fine. How you guys been doing at the fuel pumps? I got more kids driving now, and they're all talking about how
I got to
expensive
just not
gas
look
is.
at it. Like when I fill up, I'm just like, all right, I know I got some money in my bank. I'm just not going to look at it. Because my best friend filled up, and she has a hatchback car, and I think it was $73.
Oh, my gosh.
I love it.
Yeah, just at regular.
You love it expensive?
Yeah. In my brain, here's the thing. Positive spin, people. It's Positive Talks with Rick
All right,
Williams.
Yeah,
Let's
change your
go.
perspective.
Just pretend like it's super premium. When I look at it, I'm like, oh, $5.50? Baby's getting the good stuff today.
good stuff.
And is it the lowest octane you can get? Yeah, but if you don't look at that, it feels like
You're getting premium?
I just pretend like I'm rich and I'm putting premium gas into the Venza. And it makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you're taking care of your car. You pat it a couple times.
You're cosplaying
And you
premium.
shake it. You shake it too many times. You shake it enough times that you're playing with it before you pull that nozzle out. Because what used to, those couple drips
You don't care.
didn't matter. They matter now.
Right.
Those drips matter, dude. I'm
Liquid
milking.
gold.
I am milking the little nozzle and then making sure that every little drip gets in there.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
I've gotten to
have
the point where I wait for a car to leave. I run up to their thing. I shake that nozzle in my...
Yeah.
And then I just keep driving around, just doing it until it fills up.
It's a good idea.
They
Yeah.
love that.
Well, have you heard the rumor that they're diluting your gas? Have you heard this?
I have not heard that.
This is the rumor that it's going around social media that gas is being diluted to stretch the supply, and drivers are noticing a drop in gas mileage.
You know,
Well, that would make sense.
I think about some weird things sometimes. Like, have you ever really thought, and maybe this is on a YouTube and I can just watch this, how the hell does it all work? Why does gasoline, the thing that we need to power our vehicles, and oil, and like, how does that work? We just all take that for granted. Does anyone know, like, what actually happens here and why the mechanism of the machine of a vehicle
The internal
needs-
combustion engine?
Is that what it is?
I believe so, yeah.
And so it only,
What are you
like, is
saying?
it because of how gas is and it evaporates, or like what makes the mechanism
I saw a
work?
cool video about how they use crude oil and like what parts of it become what.
Yeah.
And there was a big part about like what's such a small part of the barrel of crude is used for gasoline. And it has to do with the way it burns and the efficiency of it and the amount of heat that it produces without being without an explosion.
Yeah. It's wild. Think about.
I don't know all the nitty-gritty details of it, but it is interesting to think about. It's almost like there's like a big conglomerate of really rich people
That make us use
who
it.
haven't looked for alternatives because they're making so much money on
Right.
it.
Wait,
that
what?
It's like,
And they don't want you thinking about
and I
it.
know that's not possible.
I hate conspiracies, man.
Well, and at the same
But
time,
if somebody was a conspiracy theorist, you would almost think there were companies that had a stranglehold on a product.
That's a wild
Keep
idea.
forcing it down our throat for...
It's I don't know.
and want you to
don't
and
learn
want you to
about
believe
it.
in scarcity of it.
You don't learn about like how gasoline works in a vehicle. You just go, oh yeah, you need to get gas one day. Oh, let's focus on you getting your license and let's focus on that part. But then you actually start thinking about like how all this crap works that we just take for granted. I've never thought about that before until this exact moment. Like, how exactly does it all work?
A combustible engine?
Yeah,
Well, that's like a science book. You can just. I mean, it's out there.
I know, but
It's been out there about how.
I'm
how it
41.
works.
This is the first time I've gone like, you know what? Let's look that up later and go down that rabbit hole.
Well, what do you think about this rumor that they're diluting your gas?
I'm upset for some
Well,
reason.
Well, do you
It's
think it's
also-
fake news?
It looks like it's more than a rumor because there's...
Oh, buddy, I got it. I got
the
it.
feds?
Oh, listen.
Okay.
For those of you that think this is fake news, well, there's
I was
actually
pretty close.
some potential truth, or at least it could be. Last week, the EPA announced that they're planning to tweak the rules on May 1st to allow more gas stations to cut gasoline with ethanol. That makes it cheaper, but it also yields less power and worse fuel economy in your engine.
What's the point then?
They say the idea is, quote, fortifying the domestic fuel supply, and that it's only a temporary thing from May 1st to May 20th, so just in May. But before you get too worked up about it, this is not new, by the way. Gas formulas often shift based on season, and this cheaper gas doesn't have a noticeable impact on most newer cars. But it is harsher on the environment because it creates more smog and hot weather. So basically, this is more about relaxing environmental rules to try to keep gas prices down during the Iran war. That said, it should be cheaper by about 25 cents because it is less powerful and less efficient. But will it be?
Well, Rafe's onto something there.
Oh, yeah?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Well, he said that if you dilute it, you're doing half, right? So that by the time you drive down the road, you're going to have to come back, fill up again. You're going to be filling up more.
What's the point? This is like your drug dealer being like, hey, I cut your Coke with baby laxative, but check it out.
Yeah.
It's actually a good thing.
Yeah.
Good point.
Because
You
farting on
run.
cocaine feels really good.
Yeah.
You're like, that sucks. Just give me the good stuff. Well, I'll sell to you $5 cheaper a gram. This still sounds like it sucks. It's like a bad deal.
But you need more.
I do think sometimes, beyond all of this being true,
Okay.
which sucks, yeah, this is literally like your drug dealer being like, hey, I do have a stranglehold on the market.
Okay.
Having a hard time getting a hold of stuff. So I'm going to still charge you for it, but I'm going to step all over it. I'm like, thank you, drug dealer.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, drug dealer. Because you can't say nothing to your drug dealer because you need
That's
them.
your drug dealer,
Yeah,
right?
it's your drug dealer. You need them later. I do. You guys ever pull into like a skeezy gas station and be like, I ain't getting this gas?
No.
Like sometimes you've been on the road and pulled into one of those ones like in a little podunk town where the sign's like falling off. I'm like, I never heard of this place before.
Yeah.
Crotchy Mart. What's Crotchy Mart? What's
Yeah,
that mean?
It's the new come
It's
and go.
Crochet Mart. Well, it's misspelled.
There's a gas station by my house that I won't go to.
Yeah, there's some really rundown places where I'm like, this just looks like a guy comes out early in the morning, no one's around, just takes a water hose and just sprays it in the gas tank. He's like, yeah,
Old
just
Earl?
mixes it up a little bit. He's like, it's just a little, we're just putting like 20 gallons of water in with it, just mix it up, make a little extra money on the side. There's time, and also we just trust the pump. That's the other thing. Is
Right.
like we just trust the pump that's keeping track of. I'm like, well, the pump says I got that much gas. I guess it's true. And like you can kind of see on your gas gauge, but we don't know for sure.
Yeah, and it's always different.
Nobody's in there with the calculator crunching the numbers as soon as they get back in their car. They're just pulling away.
Every time I fill up, it's a different mileage that I'm able to drive. Like sometimes it's in the 500-mile region. Sometimes it's only like 398. What?
You're getting
why does it make a
hosed.
difference?
I am getting hosed.
Well,
and I just
also-
take it for granted. I'm
Well,
like,
you're
yeah,
driving.
It depends
that's cool.
too.
Your driving habits. Maybe you were upset that month.
Yeah, because
Maybe.
you have the regular, and then you have the middle, and then you have the premium. And the one in the middle is just a blend of the two. So if they run out of regular and you're using regular,
Regular?
I mean, yeah, you'll get the premium in the regular. So you're getting the best
Interesting.
stuff.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
What?
Never
So
got
sometimes-
premium
yeah.
fuel in my life. What a
man.
racket.
Oh, my wife had a car that had to have premium, and I hated it. And I told her, I was like, nah, that's just the sticker. It don't mean nothing.
Right.
And then, no kidding, when I was giving it the regular stuff, it did not run that great. I was put in my place pretty quick. What are you doing? My luxury vehicle needs luxury gas. Well, Ern, you know all about full moons and the
yeah, we're in
wolf
our new
moons
moon.
and all that. Oh, are we?
Yeah, we got a new moon coming. Great moon coming up on April 1st for relationships. If you are somebody, it's a pink moon, I believe.
That's right. April's pink moon, scheduled for the first day of April. And while it's not a lunar eclipse like the full moon in March, it should light up the sky. Best time to view the full moon is the evening of April 1st, so on April Fool's Day. Per the Old Farmer's Almanac, peak illumination occurs at 10:12 p.m. That's Eastern, so it'll be 9:12 here. That's well after dark for most of the U.S., and since the moon is set to rise about 8 p.m. local time in all time zones, most of the U.S. is going to get a chance to see the peak illumination of April's pink moon.
That's for Bo.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so cute. The pink moon doesn't have any special characteristics
Can't
like
see it.
January's supermoon or last June's micromoon. More of those will
That's a
come.
perfectly average sized moon.
The micromoon?
There's nothing wrong with that moon.
Just moon. Just moon.
It's the same size. It's like, how is it a micro moon? How is it a super moon? How's that
It
work?
talks really fast.
You're the one that's supposed to be the expert on this
I
stuff.
just take that for granted too. I'm like, oh, cool, it's bigger today. Great. Oh no, it's smaller. Well, we'll work with it.
Well, in Christianity, the first full moon that takes place after the spring equinox determines the calendar dates for Easter. That's how it all works. I did not know that.
Me neither.
That particular full moon is known as the Paschal moon. Easter is always observed on the first Sunday after the first full moon of spring.
Love it.
Did anybody else know this?
Nope.
Yep.
Very pagan of you guys.
I knew it was a fluctuating date, but I had no idea that it actually had anything to do with the moon.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like the third Sunday or
We're
something
all
after.
closer
whatever.
in our beliefs than you want to believe. You
So
know what I mean?
That means the
It's almost
date.
like it all spawned from an original religion a long time ago, and it just has a bunch of offshoots that we've all just changed tiny details on.
That
Yeah.
means the date
Whoa,
for
what
Easter
just happened?
this year is April 5th. Since the holiday doesn't have a fixed date like Christmas, is commonly referred to as a movable feast and can take place anywhere between March 22nd and April 25th. The dates are based on the fact that Christianity recognizes the spring equinox as March 21st every year, even though the astronomical date varies slightly, making March 22nd the earliest day that Easter can occur. I don't remember an Easter being that early. The moon cycle is 29 and a half days, and when you do the math, the latest you can go is April 25th. The next time Earth is scheduled to have an Easter on April 25th is 2038.
Wow.
Dang it.
So it's going to be a minute. Do you guys know you can train your brain?
Huh?
You can train your brain to be positive. And you
Yeah.
can train your brain to be negative.
Of course.
Do you consider yourself an optimist or a pessimist?
I'm an optimist.
Yeah?
I'm a pessimist.
Okay.
No skin, no optimist.
What about you, Rafe? Are you an optimist or a pessimist?
I think primarily an optimist. I can be pragmatic sometimes, but I think I'm an optimist overall.
Yeah. I have a vest that says Optimist International. It's like part of that crew. I was
Cool.
gifted that.
Yeah, I'll be fully honest. I think I'm a natural pessimist, and I'm a practiced optimist. But
So you are training yourself to be an optimist.
yeah, but not in a not. I feel like there's so many people that are like so afraid to say anything about pessimism or that they might be a pessimist or have pessimistic thoughts that I think they're almost like it's a yin and a yang in my opinion. And I think naturally I am a pessimist. When I was a kid, I was like, nah, bro. You know, like I was a daredevil and I'd go for anything, but at the same time I'd be like measuring everything that could go wrong. And I guess that's kind of
Maybe you're a realist.
Well,
Yeah, that might
half
be
my
just a
family was
cute way.
pessimists, the other were Catholic, so it was going to go one way or the other.
right. But yes, there is behavioral science evidence and psychologists that are saying that there are 3 easy science-backed ways that you can build a more positive mindset. I do think we are creatures of habit, and you train your brain just like you train your body to do anything. Number 1 is make a ta-da list. A ta-da list. At the end of your day, write down everything you got done.
Well, I
Not
do
just
this every day.
Yeah, not just the big stuff. Things like finishing laundry or even drinking enough water. The goal is to remind yourself that you really did do a lot today. It builds confidence. I know that sounds silly. It may sound childish, but this is the number 1 list of behavioral science and psychologists.
That's good.
Number 2 is schedule worry time. Instead of stressing all day long, give your worries a set time and a place. Write them down as they pop up and then come back to them later. Ask yourself, can I control this? If the answer is no, try letting it go.
It might be best if you just let it go, okay?
That's an interesting list. Because, like, don't bother me. It's 3 o'clock. I'm stressing out. This is my stress hour.
Well, I've noticed that almost every human on the planet, if you don't do that, then right 5 seconds before you're about to doze off, everything you've forgot to do, you failed to do, you haven't done yet, it all comes up in your brain. You're like, "Gah."
Yeah, that's a great point.
So it's nice to get it out earlier in the day. We're like, it's fine. It's already taken
Oh,
care
yeah.
of.
That's what I do. That's my night spiral.
Yeah, I have a tendency to do that
Just in
too.
bed and being like, regardless of what I get, I do make incomprehensible lists, which is a bad habit. I make like big long lists that even if I check off 10 things, there's still 10 big looming. You know what I mean? Like I make lists that are impossible to get done in a day. So there's always an unchecked item.
Then you're like training yourself to look at it negatively.
Or at least create anxiety that doesn't need to exist.
Right.
I do that sometimes. I've been trying to be better about it. Which morning pages are good for that, man. Like I'm a big proponent of like, it's been hard with this job, but it used to be, I try to do it when we get off the air, just like 3 pages of like, let the junk out. You know what I mean? That's how I get to like jokes when I'm trying to write jokes is like, I make a gratitude list, 3 things I'm grateful for, which I think is a positive priming of your brain. Even on the bad days when I wake up grumpy, I try to think of 3 things, even if it's small. It's like, hey, my dog's still alive. He's 20. That's dope. You know, some days it's a little harder to get to than others. But sometimes the first 2 pages or your morning pages are just all the things you hate about yourself and all the bad thoughts. But they're out. It's kind of what Scott said, dude. You get them out of your head. Now they're on a piece of paper. And then by the second page, it starts to feel a little ridiculous. And you're like, okay, yes, you should lose. Yes, you should take better care. Yes, you should exercise more. Yes, we know all these things. And then by the 3rd page, I'm like, kind of out of stuff to hate about myself. The clowns also paint their penis, and then I'm like, there we go. There's a premise for a joke. Mm-hmm. We found something, and now I got something to look to ruminate on for the day of maybe it's something creative and like it doesn't always work. Is that something
you are thinking about today? We've talked about a lot of clowns today.
I thought about it at the show. There were a lot of clowns at the show, and I was like, there's got to be a clown fully committed,
right?
To be like
fully, yeah, at the nudist colony.
The same makeup.
Yeah. I would imagine there's like a 4-leaf clover like painted around the tip or something.
I don't know if it matches their face.
I do want to see it. I want to know and I want to see it.
Speaking of seeing it.
And does it also look sad?
Yeah, you guys were not kidding. And Rizz, ended last week with, you got to watch the Neighbors episode called The Man in the Yellow Bikini.
Yeah.
And I did. And I did it with my wife. I said, hey, you got to sit down and watch this with
You
me.
watched it in the afternoon, too.
Yeah.
Because you were texting us on Friday, and I was like, whoa, daytime nudity,
I went
cool.
straight home and put it on. And I said, babe, you should watch this. And the first sack that hit the screen, she goes, whoa, I don't want to watch this. And I go, no.
Sit down.
You're invested just like I am. And wow, what an episode. Wow. You guys
were
mother
right. Do if she saw that episode? Would she be offended?
She couldn't watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would just, I'm sure she would cover
Like, he's single?
I'm sure she would cover her eyes.
Wow.
Number 3 is use realistic affirmations. It's called the 7 out of 10 rule. Pick something you believe 70% already, like I'm a hard worker, and say it daily. Over time, your brain starts to believe it more, and you can change that 70% into 100%. And you wouldn't believe what kind of good that would do for you in the long run.
That's awesome.
All right, before we get to Team Rizz and the break, we got some stuff coming up later. Don't forget about the March Mayhem, the movie Mayhem, the 90s movies. I'm going to give you an update of what happened over the weekend. A couple upsets, a couple of things that are expected, but that's turning out to be a really fun competition. We're going to talk a little bit about gender reveals and about the worst baby names ever. A lot of families hate baby names, and it creates a lot of family drama. I got a couple stories about that. But I want to know what the worst baby name is that you have ever heard someone choose, especially if it's in your family. We'll take call-ins about that in a little bit. That's still to come. We got some tickets to give away from a game later. And, of course, it is Monday, so we're going to do some sexy time fun facts. And all of that is coming today on the Rizzuto Show. Today's Team Rizz Member of the Day is brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Catch all the madness, grab specials, and help raise money for Wonderland Camp now through April 7th at Hot Shots. Get all the details, hotshotsnet.com. Today's Team Rizz member is Jake Duffner from St. Louis, Missouri. Jake has been a faithful listener for years and became a podcast weirdo who likes to share moments of the show with his girlfriend. He's even attended multiple events, including Point Fest, but his favorite event is Rizz Show night at the Blues game. Jake says, I love the overall chemistry and vibe each member of the show brings, especially Rizz's moody self, Moon's music, knowledge and dad vibe, Learn's honesty and badass self, King Scott's one-liner jokes that never get questioned, and my favorite member, Rafe, and his ability to make any situation funny. Overall, it just seems like a group of friends sharing a beer or a joint. Jake is a huge movie buff, with some of his favorites being Goodfellas and Pulp Fiction. He's also a huge blues fan and named his dog Benny after Jordan Bennington. Welcome to the team, Jake Duffner. You can sign up just like Jake at 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. Talk to me.
We have a juror from the Afroman case checking in, so a little bit more about that story we talked about last week. Tiger Woods, what the actual hell, some RIPs, unfortunately, and another iconic fail festival.
All of that after the break. Welcome back to the Rizzuto Show. Rizz is just out for today and tomorrow. He'll be back on Wednesday. We're going to have a good time. Learn is out tomorrow, so I think Tina's coming in.
Yeah, Tina's going to sub in, which I appreciate.
To take your seat, which is very cool. So it's going to be a fun couple days of loosey-goosey holding the fort down. We're just having a good time. We'll talk a little bit of Blues and Cardinals. It was a fun. It was a fun week of sports and an eventful one, shall we say, for national and international sports figures. One of which I'm sure Lerner is going to talk about and crap on celebrities. We'll get there in a second. Mm-hmm. Hey, make sure you're checking out 1057thepoint.com for the March movie mayhem that we did. We're pitting 32 of our favorite 90s movies in bracket showdown. I know Jerry Jost from the Urge had issues with my seating,
yeah,
but
your seating
that's just how it...
Crap is what he said. He goes, this sitting is crap.
Love you, Jerry, but do your own.
Oh.
This one's mine. It's all brought to you by Cantor Injury Law, your local injury attorneys. You can count on Cantor, and by Amco Ranger, pest control experts you can trust, serving St. Louis since 1965. So, over the weekend, March 27th, match 17 was Scream versus 7, and Scream ended up winning it by 60%. Then we had The Sixth Sense versus Silence of the Lambs, and as you know, The Silence of the Lambs took that one with 83%. That was a big one for round 2. Dumb and Dumber versus Tommy Boy. We were split in this room as to where that was going to go. And to my surprise, Tommy Boy beat Dumb and Dumber.
Wow.
Whoa,
I'm surprised.
Really?
73%.
Oh, I think I just lost my whole...
Spanked him.
I got rid of my whole deal.
Dang it.
Oops.
Yep.
I'm out.
It's hard to vote. It's going to be hard to vote Farley out. I think I said that last week. We might be surprised by this one because...
But now you voted Jim Carrey out, which is crazy.
Yeah, but there's also... It was like Farley's biggest movie. He is of the 90s, unfortunately, because he died. And there was no work after that.
Yeah.
So it's hard to vote him out of a 90s thing.
Yeah.
Death is good for business. It really is. And another big surprise. Mrs. Doubtfire beats The Big Lebowski.
Yeah, I was surprised by this one as well.
Oh my gosh. I thought...
57%.
Because everyone always just pretends. Like, I think... Like, The Big Lebowski is phenomenal, but everyone pretends they're like, that is my favorite. I'm
It's
like, no, it's
such a
not. Maybe
great
it is not
movie,
your
though.
favorite, and you know it's not.
And I'm not saying this is not a slight to Mrs. Doubtfire.
That sounds like some No Country for Old Men shade coming from over in that corner.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I love Coen Brothers. Anything to do is perfect, but...
I think this
Big
is...
Lebowski's their best movie, I think.
I think so, too. This is my take. I think more people have seen Mrs. Doubtfire, and that's the seven.
I think it's more for also part of your childhood.
Right.
I think there's a nostalgia, and Robin Williams is dead.
Yeah,
You're
that's
also
a good
voting
point.
Robin Williams out of the...
Death is great for
Death
business.
is good for
You are
business.
right. Yeah.
I'm telling you.
We
I
love
said
that.
that at the beginning. The first landslide for Mrs. Doubtfire, I was like, I think it's going to be a crushing defeat. I can't remember who it was up against, but it was a good movie.
So we got two dead guys going against each other, Chris Farley and Robin Williams.
Somebody gotta go.
I find it hard to believe, because who here's watched Mrs. Doubtfire in the last 20 years?
Well, that's what I'm...
Okay, I have in the last 20 years.
Yeah, in the last 20 I have.
No, not on purpose.
Like if it was on. Yeah, I didn't like...
I
You
think 5 people in St. Louis have watched it.
You sit here and you watch
you
this
know
classic.
What? To that, I have turned on Lebowski, though, like a handful of times
Me
in the
too.
last
That's why I'm
20
like, how did
years.
it lose?
Right.
It's wild.
But fewer people have seen it in general. The people that have seen it love it and watch it multiple times. We're talking about doing it down at the spot.
I still have an inside joke with Rafe where I send him the Jackie Treehorn sketch. Like, if I see that he's having like a day where I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna hit him with the Jackie Treehorn, which essentially is a penis with a penis that Lebowski has to shade the pencil shavings over to see what Jackie Treehorn wrote on that pad.
Like,
Like,
he's taking the phone call. He's like, yeah,
yeah,
got
he
it.
draws it.
And
It's
he
hilarious.
Does the private detective thing where he shades over the piece of paper and it's just a little body with a giant penis and testicles.
It's amazing. So I, do I ever dress up in drag and parent your kids? No, I do not. You know what I mean? I'm sad that
That's
the
me.
Lebowski's gone.
Well,
I just think there's that was a kid's movie too, so that's steeped in your childhood.
Okay.
And, with Robin Williams on top of the saccharine nature of the movie, it's going to be hard to unseat Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, it did have James Bond in it.
That's true.
well, so today's matchups are there's some big ones. Okay, we got Shawshank Redemption, which I have going all the way. Shawshank Redemption versus Forrest Gump.
Yeah. I feel like everybody has seen Forrest Gump, but not as many have seen Shawshank.
You're right, and after seeing the
Whoa.
Doubtfire numbers and all this, I think I'm going to get knocked out here.
Oh, dang. That's crazy.
Saving Private Ryan, not Shaving Ryan's Privates.
Right.
Saving Private Ryan.
There is a distinction.
Oh, I voted incorrectly.
versus Pulp Fiction.
Right.
Clueless versus American Pie.
That'll be interesting.
And 10 Things I Hate About You versus Wayne's World?
I think that will be a blowout by Wayne's World. The Clueless versus American Pie is going to be a battle of the girls and the boys because I feel like boys, and I loved American Pie too, but I loved Clueless more, and I feel like boys didn't love Clueless as much as the girls did. So that'll be interesting to see who comes out.
Let's make your votes, boys. 1057.
What was the last one?
Point.com. We got 10 Things I Hate About You versus Wayne's World. That Wayne's World takes
that's
that.
game over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Julie.
Game over,
Stiles.
man. Game over.
What do you have for Saving Private Ryan versus Pulp Fiction?
You know what? I think Pulp Fiction will win because I don't know, man. Like, this is a society where we don't want to feel things. So I think Pulp Fiction will win out just because it's a more fun experience to watch. That's my opinion.
Well,
But we
depends
also
on which
support
character
the
you
troops.
are.
I don't know.
Yeah.
If you're
The
Ving
saving-
Rhames' character,
It's not as fun.
he had a traumatic experience. I think it'll win just because it's more 90s. It's more quintessential. Saving Private Ryan could come out today and it would still be of its time right now.
Yeah.
Good call.
That's a great point.
And I think
Okay,
that
that's a good point.
Pulp Fiction was like this weird Quentin Tarantino. He told the story out of order, man. What, dude?
That was crazy.
That was like a thing. Memento was like that. Like, there were a couple of those movies that kind of did that whole, like, storytelling's changing in the 90s, dude.
Yeah.
And it's like, we're going to show you the end first and go back to the beginning. And we're just like, cool, dude, but let me put down my skateboard and check this out. And I think that will win out.
Well, it is the
For that
quintessential 90s movies.
It's also the Tarantino launching.
But which one launched Vin Diesel?
March Movie Mayhem. That was Triple
forget
X,
that.
right? Oh, no, that was Riddick.
No, Saving Private Ryan. That's where he got his.
I'm not sure that launched him.
Well, it got his name out there a little bit further.
Spoiler alert.
Sorry.
He doesn't make it.
Oh,
Hey!
stop this.
It is March 30th. Back in the day on March 30th,
Private Ryan,
168
we're
years
family.
ago.
Like, Van, I can't believe you said that line in that movie. And he's like, hey, tell Private Ryan, we're family.
I travel one tank tread at
He
a
does
time.
die in Saving Private Ryan, but he's jumping a Camaro into the Nazi.
It's awesome,
It's
man.
pretty dope,
right
dude.
into Hitler.
Yeah, he jumps a Camaro right into Hitler.
All right.
And he's like, Sig Hail this. And then it explodes. It's awesome.
Here's
Honestly,
my-
if that happened, that movie would win.
if he's jumping Volkswagens.
Would win.
168 years ago on March 30th, in 1858, Philadelphia genius Hyman Lipman patented the first pencil
me?
with an eraser. Hyman Lipman.
Add that to the kids' names for later.
Yep. Yeah, that sucks. That takes the cake.
First pencil with an eraser. Fun fact, the average pencil can write a continuous line for 35 miles.
Really?
That's right. 156 years ago, in 1870, the 15th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution went into effect, giving black men the right to vote. 66 years ago, 1960, Congressman Tip O'Neill demanded the FCC investigate payola and protect America's youth from rock and roll music, which he called, quote, a type of sensuous music unfit for impressionable minds. He was right. Rock and roll rules. 45 years ago, 1981. President Ronald Reagan was shot and seriously injured by John Hinckley as he left a Washington, D.C. hotel. White House Press Secretary James Brady and 2 others were also wounded. 39 years ago, 1987, at the 59th Academy Awards, the Best Picture was Platoon, which also earned Oliver Stone the Oscar for Best Director. Paul Newman won
Great
for Best Actor, Color of Money. Marlee Matlin was Best Actress for Children of a Lesser God, and Berlin's Take My Breath Away won Best Original Song for Top Gun. 39 years ago, 1987, Prince released his 9th album, Sign of the Times. That's the one with Sheena Easton duet, You Got the Look. 34 years ago, 1992, Academy Award winners were Best Picture, Silence of the Lambs, from our March Movie Mayhem. Best Actress, Jodie Foster for Silence of the Lambs. Best Actor, Anthony Hopkins for Silence of the Lambs. Best Director, Jonathan Demme for Silence of the Lambs.
Killed it.
Best Supporting Actress, Mercedes Ruehl for The Fisher King. Best Supporting Actor, Jack Palance for City Slickers. Best Original Song was Beauty and the Beast, and Best Original Score was Beauty and the Beast. And 21 years ago
Remember that speech?
Which one?
Jack Palance. He was like 90 years
the one
old.
where he's doing push-ups?
Yeah.
That
He
was
like went up to get his, I think he was doing like one-arm push-ups in like his 80s or something. It was crazy.
Yeah,
That was his first
In a
Oscar.
tuxedo.
Right?
Didn't they wheel him in a wheelchair and he popped out of it and did the thing?
They have a
He
yellow
might
thong
have,
on.
yeah.
Yeah, the yellow dog. And 21 years ago, 2005, Suge Knight was ordered to pay $107 million to Lydia Harris, the wife of a convicted drug trafficker who co-founded Death Row Records. By the time he filed for bankruptcy a year later, he had only given her about $1 million of it. And that is what happened back in the day.
Do you remember the Jack Palance Brute commercials? They were so creepy. He's kind of a creepy guy. I love him, but he would be like, "Do you want to smell nice?
Like a man?
Brute, the essence of man." And I'm like, dude, this guy's like, he wants to kill your children. Like, he was putting on aftershave and going to murder your children. It was kind of a weird little...
It's a weird time.
Skin bracer, that's what it was.
Skin bracer, 19...
See, dude, this is the
1994.
Mandela effect. I would have said brute a million times over.
Here, rewind it.
Okay.
Rewind it.
Let's get some skin. What is it called? Skin chaser? What is
Skin
it?
bracer.
Oh, how do I get his thing on here?
Well, let's move on.
The screen is all messed up.
Okay.
Hang on, I got it right here. I got it.
I don't need some fancy cologne to tell me I'm a man. I use Skin Bracer. It smells great, but it also cools and tones my skin. Confidence is very sexy, don't you think? Original and cooling.
You're going to kill somebody.
Yeah.
All right.
Tones and firms my skin.
I think if you...
Confidence is very sexy, don't you think? And I'm like, Jack, take a breath.
I think if you're like a certain age and a certain type, you do that in between all your words.
It's cocaine.
He says a sentence and then...
I think it's like Shakespearean acting. He couldn't turn it
I don't need some fancy cologne to tell me I'm a man. I use Skin Bracer. It smells great, but it also cools and tones my skin. Confidence is very sexy, don't you think? Original and cooling.
I don't have a septum anymore because I breathe too hard.
It puts the skin bracer in the basket.
gasping for air.
I don't need some fancy cologne to tell me I'm a man. I use Skin Bracer.
I can't get enough. It's a
it
drug.
also cools and tones
All right,
my
that's
skin.
Put it in the board.
That's great.
That is thank you for that.
All right, Lauren, talk to us.
All right, guys, the relaunched version of Rush with the new drummer, Annika Niles, gave their first public performance on Sunday night, and it was at the Juno Awards at Canada's Grammys. They opened the show at the Coliseum in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, with Finding My Way, the first track off of their 1974 self-titled debut album. Here's a little taste of what you can see if you're going to be seeing Rush in Chicago.
Where's this thing?
Finding My Way, Rush?
I don't have it. I'm not seeing it here, Lloyd.
I'll sing
it's
it.
there. It's at the top.
1 and a 2.
No, I
Refresh.
got Barbie at the top.
Refresh.
Refresh.
Go back and go
I
forward.
got it. Check
There we
it
go.
out, guys. Here it
Hit it.
comes. All right, that's fine.
Sounds
Thank
like
you.
a cartoon. That's good. I like it.
So Rush will start their 50-something tour on June 7th with the first of 4 shows at the Forum in Inglewood, California. And they played their last show August 1st, 2015. Lots of people from St. Louis going up to Chicago to see those multiple dates. And Getty sounds good. And Annika sounds great. I mean, you had told me like, hey, this is an old recording of Rush. Sounds like damn Rush. So I'm excited for everybody going. A juror from the Afroman trial is finally speaking out. And the big takeaway, this case came down to free speech. So the rapper, if you remember, was sued by Ohio deputies after he turned a real police raid on his home, one that found no evidence, into music videos and merch mocking the officers. Well, juror number 5 says that inside deliberations, the question really wasn't if it was offensive, rather, was it illegal? And so the jury decided it wasn't illegal.
Yeah, it didn't... It wasn't as a resounding of a win as it seemed. You know, like when I was reading what she was saying and
Right.
what some of these other jurors were thinking, it was like they were not like super pro any of this.
No, they said they felt Afroman's claims were so over the top, no reasonable person would take them as fact, which is key in a defamation case.
Yeah, right.
And so after about 6 hours, the verdict was clear. Crude or not, he had the right to say it, and it was art. So it fell under freedom of speech type of, can you create something that is humor, which it was.
Yeah,
and it was art.
Win's a win.
Yeah, I think the judge, he took a little bit of an L, too, because I think the judge changed a ruling of some kind right at the end of last week where he has to pay the court costs.
Oh, is that what they said?
He has to pay, like, his own court costs for his own, because he had sued them for attorney's fees or whatever.
Oh,
and,
okay.
like, the judge ruled that, like, no, we're not going that far. You're going to pay your own court costs. And I don't know if he had to pay the other person's, but he definitely had to pay some money.
Yeah.
And he didn't walk away scot-free. And speaking of Scott Rizzuto has a YouTube video dissecting the Afroman case coming out on the Rizz Show YouTube today or tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that.
Oh, fantastic.
Sweet.
This is crazy. So I grew up with Charlie Daniels. He would autograph
I didn't know
photos.
that.
I did. My dad was friends with his one of his touring guitarists. And so growing up, I had all these photos of Charlie Daniels, like autographing, like, hey, Lauren, study hard in school. Like, hope you do well in 4th grade and all this. And so I grew up thinking, like, Charlie Daniels was just, like, part of our family.
Mm-hmm.
And he's passed. Well, this is crazy. So Charlie Daniels is going to be resurrected to celebrate America's 250th birthday. A hologram of Charlie is going to be headlining the 4th of July concert at Fort Campbell Military Base in Kentucky. So there's going to be performances from people like Aaron Tippin, Eric Lee Bedingfield, the 101st Airborne Division Band. And Fort Campbell is one of 5 locations across the country that's going to have this block party for America 250. So Charlie Daniels passed away at 83 years old on July 6th, 2020. He had a stroke. And his son says, this show is kind of a dream come true for me. We also couldn't have thought of a better place to unveil than at the America 250th birthday among the brave men and women of our armed forces and their families. So the family's supportive. If you would have asked me who is going to get a hologram in 2026,
Yeah.
I would have never thought Charlie Daniels, but here we are.
Hardly Daniels.
Yeah.
Man, that's I don't know. I don't even know how I feel about that.
Yeah,
but
it's
if
gonna
the
be
family's,
wild.
if the
Tight.
family's doing it and they're doing whatever.
That Airborne band is good, too, man. Like, they have a version of Seven Bridges Road that the entire 82nd Airborne Company sings harmonies on, and it's pretty rad.
Sweet. Well, I look forward to
Talented
this
people.
for everybody in attendance. Got to meet him one time, and his big old cowboy hat. He played a Keishi pig roast one time, and I got to talk to him for a little bit and told him the story about, like, my dad and him touring with my dad's buddy, and he couldn't have been the sweetest, most just genuine cowboy man ever. And
That's
so I got
awesome.
a soft spot in my heart for Charlie Daniels. I also have a soft spot in my heart for this Stanley-Simmons band, which is Evan Stanley, Paul Stanley's son, and Nick Simmons, Gene Simmons' son. They have Stanley-Simmons is their kind of offshoot band that they're doing. And really into them. They just put out a second single. The first single was called Body Down, which is great. This one is called Dancing While the World is Ending. And you can really hear some Paul Stanley come out of Evan Stanley with these vocals. Check this out.
Stanley-Simmons?
Stanley-Simmons.
3, 2, 1.
How old's this guy?
They're like our age. In the 40s. Wait, don't you hear Paul? Paul Stanley.
I hear Paul a little
Yeah.
bit, yeah.
Dig it.
And even a little Gene Simmons with Nick in the chorus here. I love them.
Yeah, it's cool.
So Stanley-Simmons, they have an album that's coming out. No real detail on when it's going to be released. Body Down is another song where they have kind of like a Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young vibe. It's really good. But I'm excited about this. I hope they tour and
it's
you
neat.
get to go see some offspring of Kiss playing together. All right, let's get to the juice of the weekend, which Tiger Woods is the juice.
Oh, dude.
This is so pathetic to me. You are so rich and a superstar. It's the same argument we have for Justin Timberlake, and you are still getting DUIs. Shame. So Tiger Woods is facing growing concern from all sorts of peers after his recent DUI arrest following a rollover crash in Florida. I mean, that that vehicle was on its top. It was crazy.
Best and worst driver in history.
For real.
It's the funniest. Yeah.
So he's 50 years old. He was arrested Friday on suspicion of driving under the influence, refusing a lawful test after the incident near his home. Authorities reported signs of impairment, though no alcohol was detected. Here's a Martin County sheriff officer talking about it on the press conference from Friday.
All right.
As he was trying to move to the side of the road, the Land Rover overtook him at the last minute, swerved to avoid a collision, but clipped the back end of the trailer. Mr. Woods did a breathalyzer test, blew triple zeros, but when it came time for us to ask for a urinalysis test, he refused, and so he's been charged with DUI, with property damage, and refusal to submit to a lawful test.
Well, somebody didn't refuse. It sounds like somebody's peeing in the background.
Yeah, I thought they're the Wally. They're in the Wally's bathroom interviewing him.
Like, is this the urinalysis room?
Yeah, he's actually doing the urinalysis.
Mr. Woods did a breathalyzer test, blew triple zeros,
Somebody's
but
peeing
when
in
it
the
came
background.
time for us to ask for a urinalysis,
Who turns the microphone on next to the fountain?
Listen, I don't know,
They're on a
man.
golf course.
It wasn't the best.
Everyone
They wanted
goes.
it to be pretty.
Well, did you hear about the School of Driving?
Welcome to the Tiger Woods School of Driving, where we take your game from the fairway to the freeway. Struggling with your slice or your right turn? At the Tiger Woods School of Driving, we teach you how to stay under par and over the speed limit. Learn precision control, bunker avoidance, and most importantly, how to handle unexpected hazards. Sign up today and receive a complimentary air freshener and a mulligan for your insurance premium. The Tiger Woods School of Driving, starting soon on Jupiter Island, Florida. Because sometimes your drive needs a second shot.
Yeah. So he's a big old mess. Sources close to Woods say his inner circle is worried about his well-being. They're frustrated that he's not adjusted to the realities of age, injuries, or setbacks. And the incident's also drawn concern from the golf community, with some calling it disturbing and questioning his future in the sport. Maybe it's time to just get a driver and just hang it up. You know what I mean?
The first time is when Nike dropped him, right? Didn't a couple of sponsors drop him or something?
Yeah, I think
after
you're right
the first
about
one?
that.
I mean, that was
Yeah.
a big deal. But I was like, well, there goes Tiger. There goes our hero.
Well, even this, I saw somebody like paparazzi. He went into his house, didn't even close the door. Like, he was just so over it, just zero F's being given, walking into the house, door open, like, screw it, man. Like, he may be going through a mental problem right now that maybe people close to him can help with, but I'm glad he didn't kill anybody.
I saw another article where the polo he was wearing, I guess, is his own brand. It's like sold out everywhere now.
Oh, no.
From the picture.
Halloween
So like he's going to make a
costumes.
fortune from this accident.
I think
which
that's
is not good.
That's what's even like twice as upsetting is anybody that's lost anybody in a car accident or anything, especially with impaired driving or drunk driving.
Right.
It's just so upsetting.
It's unnecessary.
And that's the thing. It's like it's double upsetting because you're one of the few people that don't need to drive ever in your whole life, man.
Right.
Like you can afford to have just a driver.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to tell anybody how to spend their money, but let's go. If you got an issue in the past, something that cost you $1 billion or something, and maybe a career that you clawed your way back and you came back and you had a full comeback.
Yep. And you got kids, like, if you can't do it for yourself, do it for your kids. Like,
Get a driver!
It's embarrassing and could have been awful. I mean, it's already awful. Anyway, Howie Mandel issued an apology to Kelly Ripa after a tense exchange on Live with Kelly and Mark that went viral. So I got a clip from the show. So
When
there's
was
two
this?
clips. I guess this was last week. I didn't hear about this, but I saw it this morning. I'm like, okay. I watch, so at my nail salon, they always have Deal or No Deal playing like on loop. And so I see Howie Mandel every time I get a pedicure. And I'm always like, oh, that's the only time I ever see him. Other than this, I haven't heard anything about what's going on in his life. But here, there's a clip where he is on Kelly and Mark, and it kind of sets it up. And then the apology is the second audio.
Okay, so this is him snapping.
You just celebrated 70 years.
Yes.
You're 70 years old.
Yes, I'm 70.
How's it feel?
How does
Doesn't
it
make any sense.
What do you mean it
You look
doesn't make
great.
any sense?
'Cause you
I look great? That
Yes.
doesn't mean anything
No,
to me.
it
means-
does.
No. I don't like that because that's a caveat. When you say because you tell somebody you're 70 and they go, you
No,
look great.
We're not saying you look great for 70.
Yes, you are
look
without
great.
saying
No,
70.
We're saying,
I'm saying
you
that.
look great.
I am saying
and
that.
I don't believe you're 70.
No, I'm saying.
No,
I'm
it's
saying.
like saying you're smart for a stupid person.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that bad. I mean, they're just like going back and forth, but I guess people were calling him out on it. And so Howie Mandel expressed uncertainty about whether he, should apologize for his joke, but ultimately wanted to address it out of respect for Kelly Ripa. So here's what he posted on Instagram.
Sometimes as a comedian, things don't land the way you mean them to land.
And I don't know how to say this, but not only do I want to say I'm sorry to Kelly, but, and this is the hardest part, you're right. You're absolutely right. And I'm sorry I didn't see it that way, but after a lot of thought and...
Am I in a river?
No,
I look great for myself. I really do.
Drug test happening behind him.
Yeah.
That guy really had to go.
Rivers!
It's cool.
Tiger Woods
Get out of
finally
the
did
pool!
drug test during Howie Mandel's interview. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild.
What was she right about? What is he saying?
Well, he's
Who
saying,
knows?
He said something about
It's so
a lot of
silly.
wind.
What a nerd.
Well, it is silly. I don't think that, we didn't watch it live, so I don't know if Kelly Ripa took offense to it. I don't know really what this is all about.
Yeah, but don't apologize. You literally set it up and said sometimes things don't land. So it doesn't. Well, if you have to apologize for every joke that doesn't land.
Well, he
that
was
sucks.
wanting to make sure she was okay. He's got a lot of admiration and
she's
respect for her, and didn't want
her only access to him is his Instagram from the pool.
I guess so. Yeah, could he not have texted? I don't know.
So stop apologizing for your jokes. It was funny. When I listened to it just now for the first time, I'm like, yeah, he's good. It's hilarious.
He's self-deprecating. It's fine.
He's talking about, he didn't say you're stupid. He said being told you look good for this age is like this. It's clearly a joke.
And it's okay to have a different opinion.
Yeah,
What?
Maybe he was a
As
little
well.
terse in his tone, but I think that was the joke. He was false. He was enraged.
Because he's 70. Also, did not know he was 70.
I'm happy.
He
to
does
see
look good.
And those old
fine.
goalpost kind of shows are still on.
I know.
That's,
and they're married. It's crazy.
Speaking of people who look hot for their age, Kelly Ripa and her husband
yeah, both of
are
them.
two of the hottest people on the planet. And they're pushing 50, I think, right?
Oh, they're older than that.
Well, they look good.
Are they?
For 50?
Oh, man.
Just kidding.
They're hot.
Guys, Sony announced the serious price hike for the PlayStation 5 console starting April 2nd. Blaming pressures in the global economy, Sony is now raising the price of a standard disc and digital edition by $100, while the high-end PS5 Pro is going to steep to a $150 jump to nearly $900.
Holy smokes.
Parents, prepare. $900. And so the problem is a surge in the cost of memory chips, which are currently being snatched up by AI data centers and forcing Sony to pass those costs on to gamers to protect their profit margins. So take that information for what you will.
So what is $900 today, 2026? Same purchasing power is $296 in 1985. So I was trying to compare it to
The first one?
when Nintendo came out.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, I gotta have a Nintendo. And my parents were like, we're teachers. That was their way of saying we don't have that kind of money.
Right.
I think it was $100 after tax. It was like $110 or something like that.
And that was expensive.
And it was like, oh, you better do your chores for 3 years and maybe we'll get it for Christmas in 1989. And I'm looking at it, $296 1985. So it's pretty much double. So $900 is awful. Don't get me wrong.
It's triple.
That's awful. What you mean triple?
It's $900.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It's okay.
Dumbass.
It's okay. We're not good at math.
It is triple. This is absurd.
It is.
Go on.
Okay. Project Hail Mary dominated the box office for the second weekend in a row. There really wasn't much out this weekend, so congrats to Ryan Gosling. In RIP's Alex Young, the comedian, writer, and actor based out of L.A., died at the age of 42. I'm going to completely botch this, but he was diagnosed with the alveolar rhabdomyosarcoma. Essentially, that's a rare and aggressive cancer affecting his soft tissue. But it wasn't that took him out. He went into septic shock on Friday night, died yesterday at St. John's Hospital in Santa Monica. Again, he was 42 years old, very young, just terrible. And so here's I'm not familiar with this comedian as much, but I'm sure many of you are. He was on Blue Bloods. He was on Dexter, Pretty Little Liars in different roles. Here's a little bit of his stand-up that he did.
I'm aggressively Asian. You can see with this bone structure, I have to smile everywhere I go so I don't intimidate people. If I don't smile, it just looks like I'm still thinking about the war.
He's got a little girl, has a wife, so rest in peace to him.
Super sad.
Also, rest in peace to James Tolkien, the character actor who expressed his disdain for slackers in Back to the Future trilogies and portrayed Tom Cruise's no-nonsense commanding officer in Top Gun. You probably know his face, maybe not his name. He was 94 years old. He also played Napoleon and his look-alike in a Woody Allen's Love and Death in 1975. He was also in Dick Tracy in 1990, so R.I.P. to James Tolkien. And finally, we've talked about Fyre Fest. We've talked about all sorts of interactive types of festivals where people are severely disappointed. And now we can add this one to the list. There was a Barbie Dream Festival in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, that was such a raging disappointment that some attendees posted videos comparing it to the awful Wonka experience that happened in Scotland a couple years back.
That thing was amazing.
So everybody paid $450 to attend the Barbie Dream Fest at this convention center. Did you see the video of this? Like some of the footage?
I did.
Ridiculous. So imagine going to the Dome and every 50 feet there would be some sort of backdrop for Barbie. It was that just lame and
Super
terrible.
lame.
There was an interactive Barbie dream house that essentially was just a backdrop. Here's a little audio from one of the participants.
Now, I'm not going to say it was as lame as the
Wonka.
The Wonka thing.
Right.
But you know what made it worse? These idiots got a whole like she said, a convention center, and they didn't put that big curtain to block half of it off.
Yeah.
So it's this huge empty space, so it makes it look so sparse.
It was really bad.
Here's the audio.
I thought on day one there would be a ton of people here. There definitely is not a ton of people here.
Okay, well, I had some time to look around. There just wasn't as much as I thought there would be here, so it's kind of disappointing. Just very sparse. Surprised they don't have more dealers here. There's actually a whole area right here, so I'm just very disappointed about just what I've seen so far.
By the way, that gal, if you watch her whole TikTok, she went on to spend $200 more on art that would look like it was made by an 11-year-old.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was
interesting
bad.
group there. Interesting group.
$450 they paid to go to that.
Oh my!
That's what makes it so insane. If it was just this is a $10 ticket, okay, you get kind of what you pay for. $450 to attend this awful Barbie Dreamhouse event.
Yikes!
Big yikes! And that's your crap.
Well, your celebrity birthdays, Kate on Bridgerton and Olivia on Sex Education. She's both. Simone Ashley is 31. Country singer, and I've seen him live. He's good. Thomas Rhett is 36. And one of the best, April Buchanan from Eastbound and Down. Katie Mixon is 45. Some of my favorite pipes has just turned 47, and that's Nora Jones. Love her voice. We just talked about Kelly Ripa's Enfuego husband. He is 55.
Oh, happy birthday, Mark.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
See, 55.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey.
You said it.
Hot as heck.
Manifested it, dude.
Dude, how
Manifested
wild.
His birthday.
That's incredible. We got the local Canadian Celine Dion is 58 years old. And as Columbus would say, Pierre Morgan is 61. Congrats to him. We got Tracy Chapman, Fast Car, Give Me One More Reason, is 62. And everyone's favorite hip-hopper, the legend himself, you can't touch this, too legit to quit. MC Hammer is 64. That guy's amazing. He's one of my heroes, right?
Great pants.
Yeah.
Okay, we got Paul Reiser. He is 70.
Oh, is that Mad About You?
That's
Paul
Mad
Reiser?
About You, Paul Reiser, and Dr. Owen, Stranger Things. Also, the only person in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 3 times as a solo artist with the Yardbirds and as their janitor. Eric Clapton is 81 years old.
Slow hand.
Plus, how old do you think Warren Beatty is now?
Oh, my.
Oh, 90.
Close. 89. Good job. And John Aston, grandpa to Sean Aston, Dad. He is 96 years old.
Holy
so happy
smokes.
birthday, buddy.
Congratulations, territory.
And today's porno birthday is Rhonda Jo Petty, and she has been in such fine films as Afro Erotica 21, which is a great film, and Peg Goes to Hollywood.
Oh, my.
Best Little Cat House in Las Vegas, All That Punani for Me, Blue Vanities 1 through 129, yes, she was in all of them, Candy Girls 3, Celebrity Porn Stars, Chubby Chicks Need Wiener 2.
They do. That's fine. That's great.
Oh, God, that's a funny one. Dirty Movie 1, which I guess was the first one ever made. Erotica Gold, I was like, Dirty Movie 1. That seems like that would be the first one. Flesh Fantasies, Flesh Ecstasy, Candy in Heaven. Don't know what that means. Last X-rated movie 3, so she was in the first and the last.
Wow. Industry's
film ever
over.
made, and who could forget her fine film, Rhinestone Cowgirls. After seeing Clownvis, I'm sure he would love that movie.
It's his favorite.
And how old do you guys think Rhonda Jo Petty?
Well, if she's in the first and the last, give me a 99.
Yeah, she's been in 6,000 films, it sounds like. I'm going to say she is... she's in the last one, too.
Would have
I'll go
been?
68.
Oh, she is 62 years old.
Is or would have
68.
been? Is or would have been?
Oh,
Is.
Yeah, I'm going to say 71.
Please.
One of you is correct. On the nose, correct.
And
Rhonda Joe Petty is 71 years old.
Oh, yeah!
Today, still doing it.
I know my Rhonda Joes.
She's going to have to get back in. And that was your porno birthday. Those are your celebrity birthdays. And that was your crap on celebrities.
All right. Well, we'll do some sexy time fun facts here in just a bit. But first, I want to do a little call-in. So give us a call, 314-NOD-DUDE. It's 314-6438-33. Let me know if your family had a baby name in the family that you just... somebody absolutely hated, caused a whole bunch of drama in the family. And what's the worst baby name that you have ever heard somebody choose? Yes, we are talking about real people. Let's not try to offend anybody locally, maybe. Let's just talk about, those relatives out of town. We'll do that next, and we'll get into some sexy time fun facts. So give us a call if you got a story, 314-624-3833. We'll do that after the break. All right, Scott, welcome back to the Rizzuto Show. Scott, I'm going to put you on the hot mic here for a second, put you on the hot seat, just because, you announced recently that you and Allison are having a baby. It's going to be August, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure you're going to be wild with your gender reveal, and we'll talk about that in just a second. I'm assuming you all have been kicking names around.
Yes. We keep going to ChatGPT asking it for what are baby names.
That's great.
Give us 10 baby names.
That's great to hear.
And it's worked.
And the name thing, that can cause a lot of family drama. I'm sure you've had a lot of people weighing in already, like this is a good name, that's a bad name. You should name this kid after me, that kind of thing, right?
Oh, we get a lot of that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you think naming a kid is stressful, wait until you involve your family. Apparently, one of the biggest fights parents to-be are having isn't money, it isn't parenting styles, it's just what to name the baby to keep everybody happy. And not between the couple, but them and their parents and the grandparents and everybody that thinks that they have a say that actually doesn't. Experts say that a lot of times it comes down to generational taste. Grandparents grew up naming, kids like Ashley, Brittany, Justin, and now they're hearing names like Theodore, Hazel, Ezra, or even word names and nature names, and they're like, that's not a name, that's a dog. Mm-hmm. And the reactions are savage. Online obviously has tons and tons of examples of people just losing their mind. Brutal ones, some of which I can't even say on the radio, to be honest. I'm not even going to say those. But here's the mistake a lot of parents make.
Names.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the names. I'm talking about the reactions from Grandma.
I see. I thought you were talking about
Grandma getting a little racist, if you will.
Oh, no.
Oh, Lord.
What is it?
Grandma.
They're saying, the experts are saying that the big mistake the parents make is sharing the names before the baby is born.
That's good.
Suddenly it's a competition, though. Everybody picks their favorite. When you announce the real name, people react like they just lost a game show. So at the end of the day, it's your kid. And I'm going to ask you, do you have a name picked out?
Yes, we do.
You do already?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
And will you be telling anyone this name?
No.
No.
Never.
Good for
in
you.
The entire history.
Never.
This kid will be in class and will be like, the name, Moon, Slurn, Rafe. And there's a silence, and you know that's the kid.
So you're not going to tell anybody till the baby's born?
Yeah, no, we're going to wait till the baby's born. I think it's better that way.
Do we have is this a unisex name?
No.
So are there two names floating? Or have we already...
Oh, we already know what we're having.
Okay.
Oh, you already know.
Yeah.
So the gender reveal is going to be for the rest of us.
Yes.
That's cool.
And so, the name is, it's a heck of a name,
offensive?
I'll say that.
It's a heck of a name.
It's very offensive. The racist grandma will be quite proud of me. So.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You know what? We're not surprised.
That's not good.
Well, I put the call out there to ask if anybody had any, hated baby names in their family, or the worst baby name that you've ever heard somebody give. I can't think of anybody in our family. Like, our family's pretty generic. Everything has been pretty standard. There's a lot of family names being named after fathers or grandfathers. There's nothing wild in our family.
No, my dad wanted me to be named after his father.
And what happened?
My mom poo-pooed it. His name was Winford Herschel, and I thought that was a great name.
Aw.
Yeah, Winford's not bad.
Herschel.
Oh, no.
It could have been a Winford.
He could be a Herschel.
We had Melissa on the line, but she hung up.
Melissa.
Oh, darn it. Well, I'm going through some people that are sending over messages, and somebody said that they went to school with a just in case.
Just in case. Wow.
Yeah, I like Just in Time, too. That's a good guy.
It's like the Orangelo.
Here's another one that said their teacher was named Ross.
Mr. Ross.
It's kind of tight, though.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Here's a guy who said that his CPA was named Gary Gray.
Wow.
Gary.
Those four letters are just rocking right there. Did you guys ever have any sort of family names that were controversial or a big sort of thing? I mean, you're Rafe. That's pretty different.
Yeah. And people point that out. Like, that's almost one. I can almost throw my own hat in the ring. I like it. I'm used to it. Some people refuse to accept it as a reality. I'll have to be like Rafe, and they'll be like, "Oh, what?" Rafe was the name on the order, and they'll be like, "No, you didn't mean to say that." And I go, "No, I did. That's it. Ralph, you meant Ralph, right?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't." Can you spell that for me? I'm like, "Okay, I'll spell it for you." I was almost Storm, so that was a big. That would have been tight, but that's like a name that can only be a few things: porn star, weatherman, American Gladiator. That's pretty much it.
You could be all those things.
Yeah, it could be all those things.
It could have opened you up to an entirely different life.
I would do all those three things at the same time.
Yeah.
When you bust through that thing.
Your OnlyFans.
Yeah, you don't know if the guy's behind it on American Gladiators. I'm just making a porn behind it while I'm in front of a green screen talking about a warm front coming in. That would have been awesome.
Oh,
in 3,
no.
2, 1.
100%.
There's a small front coming in. Hey, lady.
I was almost a Leo, and my parents were so offended by that name that they were like, "No, you were never."
Well, you're not a Leo. You're a Pisces.
Yeah.
So I would also be offended.
Yeah, that was my my dad's name.
I mean, we just found out someone named Hyman. I'm gonna throw that one out there.
Hyman's pretty good.
Yeah.
There was a kid in my town. Her name was Ima Roach. So, like, not necessarily a bad name. Not a bad name in and of itself, but you have to be cognizant of your last name when you name kids, which is weird.
Yeah,
because Ima is you can't have
you gotta have
a
something
word
cool.
after that. It's got to be a regular old name.
Yeah, my dad's boss, and it's 100,000% true. This is going to sound made up. My dad's boss at the post office, and this was so hard as a kid. Like, I was a kid, and we met this guy, and his name was Dick Hertz. And his wife's name was Heine. I swear to God.
No.
So it was Dick and Heine Hertz. And
Wow.
I was like,
yeah.
And she married into that. That had to be a discussion.
That's
of
amazing.
Like, this is going to be your name for the rest of your life, and you're choosing it.
Yeah, and speaking of the Heines, I graduated with an Aaron Heine, or her brother, Philip Heine, and then her name is Aaron Heine.
Yeah, but that's last name. Aaron Heine.
Aaron Heine, and then Philip Heine. Yeah.
Wow.
It's like, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's the last name thing you really got to think about. And if you got one of those, I can understand being clever. But everybody's heard about Richard Head. We've all heard about
of course.
Ronald McDonald's, that kind of thing.
And my dad's boss was Boney.
His name was Boney?
Yeah.
That's a nickname, though.
Boney Fingers.
That's his real name. He's from Mexico, but it's Boney. That's his real name. It's such a cool name. Boney.
Well, I'm sure you are just stirring up all sorts of ideas for this gender reveal stuff. But what I'm going to tell you is don't do what these people did. They're getting a lot of backlash for doing a gender reveal at the Cheesecake Factory. Yay!
Wait, that's the perfect spot.
Yeah, well, it involved a balloon with a ton of glitter and confetti inside.
No.
And yeah, here I'm just gonna play these.
You ready? 4, 3, 2. I'm not doing it. Harder. Do it harder.
Okay, do it harder. Do it a little harder.
It's the waste everywhere.
There, clean it up.
Dude, it went everywhere. People's food all over the place. The internet is destroying them. And you hear the guy, he even said, like, oh, they'll clean it up.
Oh.
No big deal.
That's why we come here.
We got to turn that into a giant point event.
Yes.
We have to.
We got to go to Cheesecake Factory. Get ready, Galleria. Your comeback is happening.
Oh, my goodness,
We'll do
yes.
it there.
Well, I thought it was closed.
Yeah, I thought it was
No,
gone.
it is hopping.
Is it
Cheesecake
really?
Factory
Yeah.
is?
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know because I have a gift card.
Yeah. No, it's still thriving over
It's
there,
on.
and yeah, it's good to go.
While we're on the subject of King Scott, I saw this and I thought of you. This is something that you should get and probably already have. If you have money to blow, somebody created a $5 novelty app that makes your MacBook, shall we say, make noise if you slap it. It apparently took one person 2 days to create it, and he made $5,000 in 3 days. Here is somebody using it. Check out this app.
This is my new favorite app. It's called Slap Mac. And
What?
basically you slap your Mac and it makes sounds. The goat one. And it also counts how many times you've slept.
Well, there you go, Scott.
Wow, I got to get that.
something to do with
my
like,
computer
right?
sucks, so like that would get a lot of action. 'Cause I'm at home. I'm pounding on this thing day and night.
What's shocking, though, is that the Mac knows when you hit it.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's crazy.
Did you remember what Melissa's name was when she
She
called
didn't
in?
tell me the name. She was getting ready to. Yeah.
Gosh
Oh, no,
darn.
because it was her original name, and it is, I don't know if they're, her family comes from Eastern Europe or something, because two names I've never heard of, but her first and middle name were going to be that, and they were so unique. I've never, I wish I could remember how to say it correctly, but
Well, text us on
something
the
like Solil, something or other.
Oh, Solil Moon Fry? That's a cool name.
Yeah.
Text us on the Strayer Air text line, 314-649-3862. That's 649-DUMB, and let us know what your name could have been or what the worst name in your family is. And we'll get to Sexy Time Fun Facts after this break. All right, 1057thepoint.com. March Movie Mayhem is going on. Round 2. Today's matchups are Shawshank Redemption versus Forrest Gump, Saving Private Ryan, and Pulp Fiction, Clueless and American Pie, and 10 Things I Hate About You, who doesn't stand a chance to Wayne's World. That's all brought to you by Cantor Injury Law and Amco Ranger. That's our March Movie Mayhem. Over the weekend, Scream beat 7. The Sixth Sense lost to Silence of the Lambs. Dumb and Dumber got smoked by Tommy Boy, and Mrs. Doubtfire beat out The Big Lebowski. Check it all out, 1057thepoint.com on the March Movie Mayhem. You can see the daily results there and the entire breakdown, the bracket, how it's all shaping up. It's going to be super fun. Hey, before we do Sexy Time Fun Facts, I got a little bit of good news. We need some good news.
Okay.
A 12-year-old dog named Honey, who is half blind, is now a hero after confronting a bear to protect her family and their farm animals. Would you believe it? The senior pup from New Mexico was badly injured but able to keep the bear away thanks to an emergency vet and help from the local Humane Society. Honey is now on the road to recovery, and her family says that she has saved lives. Check this out.
It was just devastating. I never thought I would ever see our dog in that shape.
We were committed that we were going to do whatever it took to help her, but it was looking to be very unreachable.
Her face was so hugely swollen. Everyone cares about their animals, and some people just don't have enough money to pay for thousands and thousands of dollars of care that is required.
She protected our chickens and our family, and I feel like they in turn have protected her in helping her through her, I'm going to get emotional, through her healing journey.
Took on a bear, guys.
That's amazing.
Still afraid of the vacuum cleaner, by the way. Still afraid of the vacuum.
Yeah, that's right. What kind of dog are you picturing? Like a little tiny Bichon?
I don't know why, but I just imagine a lab.
This is Honey. It's
Oh,
good
yeah,
commercial.
Honey is old.
That's interesting.
He's half blind?
Half blind.
That's amazing.
But fully badass.
Thank God for the longest commercial ever in history. Well, it's a giant.
Do you think
what was that like a
Master?
Burmese?
You think Bo would take on any sort of animal?
Gummy bear.
Yeah.
For sure.
Take on them leftovers.
I mean, he would inadvertently be brave because he would be completely unaware of its presence.
Oh, look at that.
It's like
Bo
a
would
German
probably
Shepherd.
squat and dump out right in front of a bear like nothing was happening and then just kind of waddle back towards me because he can't see nor hear it.
Bo ain't afraid of nothing.
Not really.
Also in good news, a volunteer organization called Pilots to the Rescue is rescuing pets from high-risk shelters and flying them somewhere safe. The latest flight rescued 40 cats and dogs from Georgia and flew them to New Hampshire, where shelters have more space and higher adoption rates. Here is the pilot, Michael Schneider, talking about the rescue. Check it out.
As we've transported animals that are missing eyes from gunshots, missing limbs, being hit by cars, the most horrific things you could think of. But these are some of the best animals, the most memorable ones, because they live out their days as if nothing's wrong with them. We're hoping to stretch the whole country and provide this much needed service for these shelters.
There you go. You went to a cat cafe and almost adopted a cat?
I did. Yeah, there was a very mean-looking cat. Like, not in like a mean, like, ooh, scary way, but just like total terrorizer. Just adorable, and just they'd keep putting him in kitty jail because he was just walking in paint, He was a mess. I loved him.
Big shout out to Stray Rescue because my mom is loving this cat.
Oh, yes, Sheila.
Oh, really? Yeah, Sheila. Exactly. I still call it Sheila. I don't care what she named it. It is Sheila. And she's like, boy, you were right.
That's awesome.
I just would have gone and randomly picked one, but going on the website and learning about their personalities through the foster parents, that is just the way to go. It's just
Son
really,
of the year.
really worked out. Yeah, you're right.
That's
Thank you.
great.
Thank you very much. What were you saying about Sheila there, Scott?
I would say, so do we need to get that flight and rescue that kitty and take it somewhere safe?
Sheila's
All right.
Sheila's in the ride home. All right, Sexy Time Fun Facts. We hear a lot about this on the show through our email and texter, and people are struggling to find matches these days. They're just struggling. And on the dating apps, you pick your hobbies, your habits, your deal breakers, and you set an age range. And then you hope that Aaron, 33, 6'6" and rich, magically appears, checks every box, and has a killer answer to 2 truths and a lie. And then one of the biggest filters that people lock in is age. And we assume older equals stable, younger equals fun, and same age equals compatible, right?
Right.
Well, there's a growing conversation right now across, TikTok, even Netflix, everywhere, about the age gap dating. And more people are realizing that they might be limiting themselves way too much. One woman in her 30s said that she used to only date 29 to 44, and then she met a younger guy in real life who was a great communicator, planned dates, totally surprised her, and now she's opened her range from 24 to 52, and her matches have exploded.
Oh.
Experts are backing this up, saying that relationship experts are saying that most people use age to reverse engineer what they want, but age doesn't guarantee anything. You could have a 25-year-old ready to settle down tomorrow and a 42-year-old who just wants to travel and live wild. So when you filter strictly by age, you're actually filtering out people who match your values, which is what really matters. And here's something else interesting. People who widened their range said dating actually got more easy and more fun. Some say older dates felt like job interviews, timelines, kids, pressure, while younger people brought more energy, curiosity, and even confidence. There's even a whole conversation around younger guy confidence right now. Apparently this is a thing. But it works both ways. Dating older, you might get somebody more grounded, more experienced, and way clearer about what they want. So the takeaway is this. If you're filtering by numbers, you might be missing the person who actually fits with you. And maybe the better question is isn't how old are they, but is do they match how I want to live my life? So the question to you guys is, what's an appropriate age range?
My parents were 8 years apart. My dad was 8 years older than my mom, and my stepdad is 8 years older than my mom, born in the same year as my dad. And I've always thought that's cool. Like that's 2 high school year, you know what I mean? Like 2 high school seasons. You have 4 years of high school twice in the between there. Like 4 years, I don't know if that makes sense to people, but in my head it does.
Use high school as a measurement tool.
Well, I do because when you're in high school, I dated a guy.
It is. It's a St. Louis, and she's not naturally from St. Louis, which is odd.
I just remember thinking whenever I was 17, dating that guy who was, 6, 7 years older than me, let's call it. You look at that, you go, wait a minute, you're being groomed, that's wrong. For me, it wasn't wrong. It was a consensual, great relationship, but he was much older than me. And so I don't know. I think about that, how many years ago did he graduate high school? How many years, is that okay?
Yeah, in that scenario, because you were still in high school, I understand using that metric. I think it just changes when you get older. To me, it's I know good couples that are over a decade apart. I know couples that are this with, the exact same age that are good. And I know bad versions of all those couples too. So I think after a certain age, man, what was the math we did the one time? It was double your age plus 7 or something like that. I don't remember.
I don't know.
After a certain... or minus 7. I can't remember what it was.
Was it a line after you're in your 30s or something?
Yeah.
That didn't matter?
It's after 20, it's double your age minus 7. So if you're 20, it would be 33. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If you're 20, you go to 40 minus 7, 33. That's a good age gap where it's not too much where people are starting to be what's going on? Bill Belichick?
Yeah.
What's
what
going
is going on there?
Bill Belichick?
Yeah, so everybody's cool with that.
Well, my grandpa...
just depends.
I'm weirded out by it. I've been watching this Netflix show called The Age of Attraction, and it is pure cringe. And it's all these people show up at this big mansion, and they're not allowed to talk about their age, but you can definitely tell people are in their 60s and people are in their 20s, and they try to act like they don't know how old somebody is, it's pretty fantastic. And I don't know if I hate it or love it. I've been watching it, trying to figure it out. But no, the Bill Belichick thing. Yeah, I just think about that, and there is something about that grosses me out a lot. But he was 50 when she was born or something. So what the hell, Bill?
He's still a kid.
Yeah, what's the equation on that?
But also,
Yeah,
like,
my-
what the hell? Her name's Jordan, I think. Like, what's up with them? Maybe they're perfect for each other.
I don't
Sorry,
know.
Scott.
That's right. Yeah, my grandpa, he was 18 years older than my grandma. And they were successful in their marriage and everything, but he was in his late 30s when they got married. And he was dead pretty earlier in their, like, he was an old man and he died in their 70s, and she lived on to 2002, I think, is when she passed.
So he was 38, she was 20 when they got married?
Yeah, somewhere around that, yeah. And
Like, see, that doesn't gross me out, though.
Yeah.
Like, that to me is like, okay. Like, they have stuff to talk about, and, like, they're both young still. 38's not that old.
But he was, like,
They were
born in
surviving the Dust
1890.
Bowl also.
What's that?
That makes a difference.
Yeah.
They're trying to survive the Dust Bowl.
Yeah, the Dust Bowl, the Great Depression, the whole thing. It was a
don't know,
difference. He was born in 1894,
Yeah,
I think, 95.
I get it, but we're not talking about a different season. We're talking about right now. That's a sophomore in college
I know, it's crazy.
getting married to a 40-year-old. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, like, it makes you ponder. As a father of daughters too. I mean,
yeah, like, what would you do?
I wouldn't be happy.
Like, because part of this stupid show on Netflix, there's a really beautiful woman, and I believe she's like in her late 20s. I think she's 27. Spoiler alert. And she starts like falling for this guy who is in his 60s. And her family told her, hey, you can go on this show. She's very religious. You can go on this show, but you cannot fall in love with anybody 10 years older than you. Like, that's our cutoff that we're comfortable with.
Wow. Okay.
And so now she's bringing home this guy who is essentially her parents' age. And she's like, that's the drama of like whatever the new episode is. Like, is the family going to be okay with it?
Well, I hate to go back to yet again Neighbors, that freaking show that's just cringe factory.
Oh, gosh.
But the yellow bikini, the latest episode, the one that Riz insisted we all watch.
Weenie.
This guy, he goes to a nudist colony, and he's what was he in the 70s? Was 78 or
He's
something?
70, right?
Yeah.
70 something. He's in his 70s for sure, and it looks like it, if you know what I'm saying. And he, do you remember when they're at the party at the nudist colony, and the college girl is there?
Right.
And she's just hanging out, but at least she comes forward and just says, "Yeah, I'm just looking for sugar daddy to support my rap career."
Right.
And it's like, oh man, what about her dad?
Is her dad around? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just saying it's an interesting question, but they're saying on these dating apps to open up your age range a little bit, and it will make you a lot happier.
Well, I think also a lot of people are, if not the range, there's a lot of people, because you talked about before, like somebody lying on the apps about their age, like someone you knew and you thought it was weird or whatever, and I'm like, it's interesting because there's like, if you're 33 and you're like, 40's my cutoff, you might be missing out on a 41-year-old. Like, you're splitting hairs at that point, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, depending on your age and like where you're at in life, like I think like widening the net, you're missing out on some divorcees that might be pretty good people and well established and have similarly aligned values, and also probably be at a point where they're like trying to settle down, but you're like, if you're trying to keep your age range like so tight that it's like a person 1 year older or 1 year younger than me, and then you're in your, because let's be honest, the dating pool gets shallower and shallower as you age, and I think you got to widen it out a little bit just because there's a lot of turds in the pool, and you got to swim around a lot of turds, so you got to. It's a little easier to date within your age range when you're young because everyone's single. Mm-hmm. And then as you age, I feel like that the amount of like quality single people goes down. And I haven't been single in a while, so maybe I'm full of crap, but I'm getting reviews from a lot of people in the Rizz world that are like, don't go out there, man. It's like a zombie apocalypse. Like, don't leave the house, man. It's bad out there.
It's the worst it's ever been.
Yeah, everyone's like, it's the worst it's ever been, and it's tough, so.
Well, speaking of pools and swimmers, for a long time, the standard advice for guys was to save it up for a few days before trying to conceive. If you're in that world right now, kind of putting money in the bank, if you will. But new research involving over 54,000 men show that stuff is not like currency. It's more like perishable groceries. Here's the science in plain English. They age fast. Once sperm is fully developed, it loses its ability to repair itself and has almost no internal toolkit to fix DNA damage. The burnout. They are high energy cells, which means, while they're sitting in storage, they're burning through their limited fuel and getting hit by free radicals, which is oxidative stress that breaks down their membranes. The trade-off is while abstaining for a week does increase the total count, it simultaneously lowers the quality. So you end up with a higher quantity of old stuff that doesn't swim as well and has more DNA damage. So let that be a lesson. I think that's something that a lot of people would assume, the opposite. So that's pretty interesting. What this means for you? The study suggests that long periods of abstinence can lead to a decline in motility and viability. Scientists have a theory that this might be why certain species, including humans, evolved to clear the pipes regularly. It's the body's way of getting rid of the old damaged stock to make room for the fresh stuff. Current guidelines usually suggest 2 to 7 days of abstinence before a fertility test, but this research suggests that for certain treatments like IVF, fresher might be better than just more. The bottom line is, if you're trying to start a family, hoarding is not the strategy. Quality beats quantity every single time.
It all beats.
That's right. Guys, I got a new word.
Go.
Polyamory.
Polyamory or
No,
Tolly?
I said polyamory.
Polyamory.
That's right.
Oh, no.
That was my barber's name.
Not polyamory. This is something very different. Any guesses?
You are in a relationship with a lot of tall people.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
T-O-L-Y.
You are the shortest one in a sea of tall.
Well,
I
maybe.
heard that same. That's what I was thinking.
Maybe. Polyamory, T-O-L-Y-A-M-O-R-Y. Any guesses besides tall people?
Polyamory.
Tolly Menino was my barber growing up.
Okay.
So maybe it's being in love with my Italian barber.
Fantastic.
That is exactly right. No, that's not right at all. Polyamory is when somebody is in a technically monogamous relationship, but they're quietly tolerating their partner cheating or being with other people and not talking about it. No agreement, no open relationship rules, no, hey, we're doing this together. It's more like, I know something's going on, but I'm choosing not to deal with it so I can keep the relationship. I feel like this is like an old school, almost like a...
Like the 50s?
Yeah, like a baby boomer or their parents. Like, I feel like there was a lot of this kind of stuff going on.
Yeah, like dad's got an apartment downtown that he stays at after work.
Yeah, some Mad Men stuff.
Yes.
It's
Right?
like Hollywood.
According to relationship experts, this might actually be one of the most common forms of non-monogamy on the planet. We just don't talk about it. Think about it. Long-term couples, marriages, situations where something comes out and instead of blowing it up, one person just stays. Not because they're clueless, but because leaving is complicated. Maybe there's history, there's kids, there's money, stability, comfort. So instead of confronting it head on, some people just look the other way. And here's where it gets interesting. This is not the same as open relationships. It's not the same as don't ask, don't tell. It's not the same as, somebody reluctantly agreeing to be polyamorous. In those cases, there's at least a conversation. With polyamory, there's often no real conversation at all. It's just about avoidance, no agreements. And experts say people end up here for a bunch of reasons. Fear of being alone, financial dependence, social pressure to stay together, or just not wanting to blow up their life. Which raises a pretty wild question. Is it better to know and tolerate it and keep the relationship, or just end and start it over? You guys want to weigh in?
This reminds me of The Sopranos.
Yeah.
Like their relationship.
I get that.
Yeah, polyamory. It's interesting. I mean, it's happening everywhere.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of a thing of the past. That's wild.
I guess it's like I wouldn't be able to handle that. Like, I'm not going to Mad Max. Mad Max, yes. Mad Men, no. I don't think I would be good in that situation. But I know people that, like, I don't know if it's tolerant or if they just looked the other way or they just decided, like, we're in denial. I don't know. But they've, like, moved on from something because the relationship was more important than, like, a mistake or something that happened where they, like, worked through it to get back to a better place. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it really is, like, to each their own. Like, some people are built for that. Some people are not built for that. And that's both are fine.
Should I ask a question? My wife got an apartment.
It's not your baby, Scott. I hate to say so. You are not the father.
Yeah.
No, Maury's coming.
Goodness.
He'll be in town. Maury's showing up.
Al.
In August.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's, I don't know, man. I think that's, like you said, if two people are trying to work something out because something happened or whatever, I am all about relationships staying together and trying to figure it out. But if somebody's doing you dirty, you get out of that, man.
Yeah, and if you're not cool with it and it doesn't work for you, like, of course, like, you have to enjoy your life.
This doesn't sound like an agreement as much as a fear of leaving.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like polyamory, or if you want to open it up. And I feel like everyone in my life is opening up their marriage right now.
I do
I feel like
too.
I feel so cool for not opening up my relationship right now, because I'm like, that's like the new opening it up is keeping it closed. You know what we do? We have sex with each other.
What? You are so edgy.
We're in different circles.
I guess so. We are, and I'm supportive of all my friends. Do whatever you want, whatever makes you happy. But I just feel like I have a lot of people. There's a lot of people getting surprised divorced right now. I'm finding out. I've had that happen a couple times lately, where I've talked to a couple people recently, and I'm like, yeah, I've been divorced for a year, and I go, what? I've talked to you like 3 times. You say, yeah, I don't know, it just didn't come up. And
You
I'm
were
like,
ready.
Bring it up.
Well, how am I supposed to bring up something I didn't know happened?
Yeah, I was like, we've talked on the phone. You're not going to tell me, like, I've mentioned her. You're not going to be like, oh, yeah, she doesn't live with me anymore. Like,
Maybe it hurt too much.
dude, no, I think it's just a guy thing. Maybe, but
Well,
you still got to mention it.
if there's no salvaging it, or you're the one that's being avoidant, and you
Well,
know
also,
this isn't
I'm
going
asking
anywhere.
about the person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, don't put yourself through that. If it hurts, like,
Yeah.
just be like, hey, we're going through something. Which I get it, man. Everybody's privacy, but whatever. But anyway, I don't feel like opening it up, and this is the same thing. This is somebody that's like, I'm tolerating this because either I'm tied to you with children or finances or some other thing. I just, it doesn't feel like, because if you don't want to know about it, that means it probably hurts, or you probably don't, or it would hurt you to know. So if it would hurt you to know, then that means that the act hurts you, which means you're just avoiding hurt by
Waiting.
omission.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
What about
Which I
staying
think
together
is-
for the kids? Because, like, I have a family member who they literally stayed married until their children graduated from high school. And it was interesting because, I mean, that's 18, that's longer than 18 years. It's 18 at least. And I was like, oh, man, that just sucks. Because the minute the kid graduated, boom, divorce
done.
papers, they were done. And it blew up everything. And everybody knew, oh, they're staying together for the kids.
Yeah,
Like, is that more helpful
But did the
or
kids
not?
did the kids know that
Yeah.
until that minute?
The kids were aware of it, like as they got older, as they inched towards graduation.
Oh,
That's
interesting.
wild.
Yeah, I mean, I know a few people that did that, but they did it under wraps until, it came out that they were unhappy that whole time and they had been planning it for a number of years.
Yeah.
But I don't know. In that situation, it seemed to be better because they did have some kids that needed a lot at that time. I don't know, man. All I know is, somebody said to me long ago, and I've been trying to dole out this advice as much as I could. I wish he would have been a bit more aggressive about this advice, but he said, hey, man, you lost the leg.
Mm-hmm.
You lost the leg. A tree fell on your leg. The leg is dead. You're losing this leg. You lost it. You want to cut it off with a butter knife or a chainsaw? He's like, you going to drag this out? He goes, because you lost the leg. There's no getting it back. This is damaging. This is going to hurt. This is going to hurt forever. And your life is going to be different. You're going to walk differently after this.
Right.
Chainsaw it, dude. And I butter knifed it. And I wish I would have chainsawed it. And that's what I would say to anybody out there that's going through any of that kind of stuff. Is like, get it over with.
Easier said than done, though, right? Like,
For
when
sure,
you're
dude.
in the moment.
It's not the natural thing.
Yeah.
It's not the natural
Well, because I think all of us want to fight, and like there's a chance for redemption in this thing where this
Right.
person's going to have a change of heart and stop doing this, and we get to be together. Just us.
Yeah, I think there's also a lot of. I just had this conversation with a friend this weekend. She got divorced, and she's so much happier in a different relationship. But she hung on for so long because, like, you don't want to have another. She's like, I was 40. And you get older, and those things start to play into it too. Where she's like, I was 40, and it's like you don't want another. And I felt this way too. Like, you don't want another loss. You don't want another failed relationship. I got 12 years invested in this.
Right.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to be single at 40, and all I hear is how, start that over again.
Yeah, but if you butter knife it, you'll do it at 50.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm making your argument here is like, she butter knifed it, and then when she finally ripped the chainsaw, and she's like, well, we had rental properties, and all these things were tied up, and he was a comedian, and I was a comedian, and he got bitter and quit, and then it got weird, and she stayed in this thing so long. And she's like, when you're in it, you don't see it all the time. Like, because you're in it's like, it's the forest trees thing. It's like you're in the middle of this relationship. And you don't see all of the bad things, And she's like, I started making more money than him. And she said she read some article, and I wrote this down because I thought it was interesting. She's like, a lot of times with men, if they can't provide, or if they feel like they're not providing, they feel like a need to control, and it becomes like emotional manipulation, takes the place of financial leadership, which I found interesting. I don't know if that's for everybody, but that's interesting. And the same thing with like their comedy career. She was telling me like a man who's intimidated by you will try to humble you. And she's like, it was never supportive. It's like, she said something about like weak men don't admire strong women. They compete with them instead. And it all became like, if anything good happened in her career, it was like, yeah, I had that. That happened to me 10 years ago. And she's like, it was just started to feel really toxic. And she's like, I still stayed in it for a long, long time. And, I think people stay in relationships for those reasons too, like, or turn a blind eye to this type of stuff because it's like, it's that old chestnut of like, people will stay in known hells because they're so scared of they'll avoid unknown heavens and stay in a known hell because it's familiar to you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that happens a lot in relationships, man. You get locked into these weird patterns. And, I'd be terrified. I'll be honest with you. If I'm 40, how old am I? Am I 47?
47.
God, I hate saying that out loud. No, it's cool.
You're not 50. It's okay.
Almost.
Thanks.
Wow.
Great. You can say that for 3 more years. Shut up, you're 41. You're old.
You look great.
It's over for you. Get in your rocking chair. Be quiet. I think that there's something to be said about that. I wouldn't want to. It'd be weird to rejoin the dating task force right now.
Would you do it?
If I had to, yeah, because I don't want to feel like a coward in my own relationship of like I'm staying in something that's not healthy. You know what I mean? It'd be tough, but it's hard.
It'd be okay. Everybody be okay. Like, have a glow up. Go get a damn facial. Make sure your nails look good. Your hair's all
I'd rather
set.
give a facial.
Get like a cool outfit or two, and then just have a second win. Like, I feel like where is the positivity now? Like, be an optimist. What if it all goes right? That silly saying you see on Instagram?
That's right.
What if it all goes right?
What could go right? What could go right? Hey, speaking of going right, I know you're a huge advocate for AI. I know you love AI.
Oh, God. Well, and you know what? I meant to tell you, Moon, I thought you were going to be at Thunderhead, and so I didn't tell you this last week because I wanted you to roll into it. So Matt Bug and all those guys in Thunderhead, they put me in an AI video, and they asked me, they go, because Clownvis and I filmed an intro for Thunderhead like back at my old house in 2021, and that they used it like every now and then. And so Matt texted me, he was like, hey, we did a spinoff of the video you and Clownvis did. We made an AI opening with your face with the band members of Rush. And he's like, are you cool with this? I'm like, dude, I hate AI, but I love you guys, so it's cool. I'm like, thanks for asking.
Yeah.
And I have it. It's on YouTube. I could share it, but I go, dude, you're barking up the wrong tree. I was like, out of all the people to ask. But anyway.
Yeah, you are Miss AI for sure. I want to just close up Sexy Time Fun Facts with some AI in the dating scene. College student recently admitted that he used ChatGPT to write a text after a blind date. And the message was 6 paragraphs long and carefully worded. But his date and her friends immediately knew something was up. So they ran it through an AI detector and it came back 99% AI. Here's how the student explained it, though. Quote, I tried to write my thoughts down, but I wasn't sure how to format it in this way. That's not like really bad. So I went to chat. Researchers are saying that this is becoming more and more common, and young people are using AI to analyze text threads to try and figure out what somebody else might be thinking. So they're kind of like using it to read into things.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
This process is called social offloading. Experts are warning that relying on AI for emotional conversations could weaken our communication skills. This can make having real human connections even more difficult, says expert Learn Elwell.
Oh, no way.
I hate it.
Also, here's a hot tip for everybody using AI. When you copy and paste AI into an email, it changes the font. And it's obvious that you've copied and pasted an AI. So when you're applying for the job or you're putting a cover letter and you're sending someone an email, it puts it in. I've had so many people do this where they like copy and paste what seems like a really cool thing into an email. Like, I had a thought today. And the first part will be in regular font. And then like, here it is. And then it's like grayed out and it's in a different font. And I'm like, and it's got all the indicators of a ChatGPT paragraph. And I'm like, you busted. I had a guy that like asked me forever. He's like, man, I really want to work with you, dude. I'll do anything. I'll help you write a script. I just want to get into comedy. And I go, great. Tell you what, man, I'll give you $50. Write me on one page thing. I was like up against it on something. And then he sends it to me and it's clearly ChatGPT.
Oh, no.
And I go, hey, man, this is ChatGPT. And he goes, yeah, I use ChatGPT to help me. And I go, You said you wanted to get into comedy and you wanted to write a script. Like, this was your chance to do something original and creative. Why did you do that? And he goes, I don't know, I panicked. Okay. At least you're honest. And I was like, all right, well, don't do. I'm like, just for future reference, not a good look, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
but it's a point now that I read another story like this, dude, where someone wrote a paper and it got flagged as AI, and like, it's not.
Yeah.
It's like AI is reading its own, it's like folding in on itself. Or like AI is now scanning for AI and finding it because it's been uploaded into, like, somebody's uploading a real message into AI.
Right.
So that's going into the
This
cloud.
is how it all ends.
Mm-hmm.
So then when the other person goes to look at the real message, it's uploaded into AI, so it's getting flagged as AI, and then now we don't know who's what. We don't know who's real.
But get this, Tinder is rolling out a new AI feature called Camera Roll Scan, which asks users for access to their full photo library, right?
Oh, great.
And not everybody's comfortable with that, but don't great me. You've given your full photo library to every other app.
I know. Well, I don't want this one to have it.
So this is what happens. Tinder is using AI to analyze your images and then generate a profile insight. The insights summarize your personality, interests, and lifestyle while also suggesting which pictures of you might attract the most matches. Don't you think this is if you're okay with that, if you're okay with it looking at your photos.
Like seeing how good you look compared to somebody else?
No. It's basically saying, here's your best photos. Here's the photos that will look the best on this app. We know, because they have the data points. They have the research.
Right.
And it also says, well, boy, you like fishing because, know, there's 50 pictures of you holding the bass.
Yeah.
So it'll like give you a profile insight based on your photos.
Yeah.
It's like having an algorithm act as your personal dating coach. It's par for the course these days, and the problems with the feature, according to most people, is that you're handing the keys to 38,000 photos on your phone and 4,000 selfies of you over to this app.
Oh, you can't just upload the ones you want to
Has to be
differentiate?
the whole.
Maybe you can. I don't know. But
I would imagine you could probably upload like 10 photos and be like, tell me the 3 that are best.
That's, like select.
I would hope.
Now,
that'd be weird as hell if you got to let it into the whole thing.
Fear not. Be not concerned, because Tinder claims that privacy is their top priority.
That's right.
Good.
And that only select images are uploaded temporarily before being deleted. So, trust them with what you're going to trust them with. But
I can't wait to go to another country, and because we've all just like completely okayed our full library to like Facebook and Instagram and whatnot, like we probably have our face on billboards in other countries using AI of who we are. Like you're selling condoms like on a billboard in Dublin or something, like you don't even know about it. You're
How do
not
you know
getting paid.
about that?
Yeah,
Well,
dude,
I seen it.
You're on a billboard in Japan.
Selling
Moving
Japanese
from
condoms.
Goldfinger says micro penises are no big deal.
Yeah.
Literally.
So you give it, and your thumbs are really little.
Look at me. I'm doing fine.
Sucks.
Well, whatever, dude. That's your sexy time fun facts. Why Japan, Rafe? Why there specifically?
Yeah, because you're big in Japan. You're huge in Japan.
I do well in Japan. You're right. I do well.
I mean, your music is big in
Yeah,
Japan.
your music.
Right. Well, that too. Yes, thank you. Welcome back to the Rizzuto Show. Rizz is going to be joining us again on Wednesday. He's just back in New York with family for just today and tomorrow. That's it. We're holding down the fort, but we do have things to give away, so let's just get straight to it. All right, today's contest is sponsored by
Universal Windows Direct. You'll be saying, I love my windows.
We got tickets to give away to Point Fest featuring Stained, Blue October, Mammoth, Highly Suspect, Sleep Theory, From Ashes to New, Magnolia Park, Return to Dust, and more. Saturday, May 16th at Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. We also have tickets to The Urge with special guest Less Than Jake and My Posse in Effect playing The Big Throwdown on Saturday night, July 25th at St. Louis Music Park. And then we have tickets to Ben Folds Friday night, June 19th at the Factory, and tickets to see Muse with Block Party July 5th at Hollywood Casino Amphitheater.
Good ones.
Those tickets go on sale next Friday. Was it this Friday? Yeah, this Friday the 3rd. Holy smokes. Holy smokes.
I ran out all my free tickets for my show, but there are some left. So when you win free tickets today, go buy tickets to my show. This weekend, starting Thursday at Funny Bone, Westport. I got about 200 tickets left.
Good job.
The early shows, Friday and Saturday, are sold out. Thursday's very close to sold out. Friday and Saturday late are also pushing it. I got about 200 tickets left. I'd love to sell these out and see everybody's beautiful faces. So check that out. When you win free tickets to one of these shows, take that money, spend it on no Rafe Daddy here.
Heck yeah. Speaking of pushing it, 3 and 5. And don't push it with any ahs, ands, ums, or buts. Any sort of stall tactics before the answer will automatically disqualify you on that answer. Now, you got to get best 2 out of 3. Rafe is going to read a category. You have to give us 3 things from that category in 5 seconds or less. Chris and Arnold, we start with you. How are you feeling?
Pretty good. Good morning.
All right, good morning, good morning. Here we go. 3 and 5. Rafe is going to give you the first category. Good luck,
Good luck, Chris. Chris, name me 3 men's NCAA basketball mascots.
Blue Devil.
Blue Devil, indeed. There we go. That's pretty good. I don't think I could name one.
Yeah, Blue Devil was good.
Any Billiken, any NCAA team would have sufficed. All right.
Got to bounce back, make or break.
Here's where you come back from it. Chris, name 3 different restaurant signature fast food burgers.
Cheeseburger, Rally Burger, Big Mac.
We accepting cheeseburger.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. No, we're not.
I'm a judge today. Hi, Aaron.
How's it going, guys?
It goes well. Cheeseburger is not a signature
Not a signature burger. I was looking for Whopper, Big Mac.
Royale with cheese.
Rally Burger was fine. I would have taken any Big Buford, whatever you got.
Aaron and Overland, are you going to do better than Chris did?
I hope so.
All right. Well, good luck. Here we go.
All right. Name 3 U.S. states with a direction in their name.
North Dakota, South Dakota, West Virginia.
Boom. That's how it's done, brother.
That's
That
amazing.
is how the F it's done around
That
here.
guy's thinking about states.
And that was a hard one.
That's cool.
That was a hard one. Well, let's stay in geography, bud. Seems like you're crushing it. Name 3 countries in Europe.
Austria, Germany, Italy.
Yes. This man is of the globe.
This guy is the perfect.
Hey, Aaron, hang tight. King Scott's going to give you tickets. Melissa in St. Louis. Melissa?
Happy birthday, Rizz Show.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, Melissa, you have lost, I think, consecutive 20 games in a row the last time I've spoken to you. So are we going to win today?
Let's see.
Yes, we are going to win.
All right, let's
Get
do
your
3 and
thinking cap
5.
on. Here we go.
Well, let's find some good ones for Melissa
Yeah,
here.
let's see how this goes.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
Oh, God, Rafe.
You got this,
Oh,
Melissa.
God, Rafe.
Oh, God.
Rafe. Oh, yeah. Stop having sex with the show, Melissa. Damn it.
Melissa.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Melissa, name 3 things you only clean when company's coming over.
The toilet, the kitchen sink, and the walls.
You clean your walls? That's cool. Yeah, we'll give it to you.
All right.
The walls.
That's some extra stuff going on over there.
Hey, in my last relationship, man, the walls, everything.
The windows
I'm not
to
gonna,
the walls.
I'm not going to get into it.
Okay, Rafe.
All right, Melissa, girl
Melissa,
power time. Melissa, for the win, name me 3 WNBA teams.
I have no idea.
Come on, Melissa.
I was dinging the question on that one.
What's wrong with us as a people?
Okay.
I know, right, Lauren?
There's the Lynx and the Hot Shots.
Thunder, down under.
And the Liberty.
And the, what is Caitlin Clark? She's a
Tampons.
Fever.
Yep,
Indiana
that's right.
Fever, right?
That's right. Fever.
Okay.
All right, let's
It's
do
all
this.
right. Bounce back from this one. An oldie but a goodie. And you should have saw it coming. Name 3 movies in theaters right now.
Hoppers, the drama, Scream 7, boom!
She wrote it down before she called, and I appreciate
my
it.
You know what?
goodness.
I'll allow it.
Melissa.
Finally. See you in 30
Thank
days.
you!
Yeah, Melissa. That's so funny. Gina.
I am
Gina.
currently developing a game called Anyone But Melissa.
Be
that
easy,
she's agreed
guys.
to play.
I want these tickets.
Okay, well, if you win, what tickets do you want? Point Fest, Urge, Ben Folds, or Muse? Point Fest. All right.
Point Fest.
Let's do it, Gina.
Gina, name 3 TV shows that are no longer on television.
Family Guy, 80's Enough.
I think Family Guy is still on.
She said Family Ties.
Oh, Family Ties,
Family
excuse
Ties. Okay. Are you ready? It's time to bounce back. Name three types of shoes.
Stilettos, flip-flops, sneakers.
Yes. Yes, all the best
Stilettos,
ones. Yes.
flip-flop, sneakers. Yeah, and there is a OnlyFans page for all those.
Comes down to this, Gina.
I got all three of them.
All right, Gina.
What's up, Gina?
Gina. I mean, my name is... Gina, name three different animals that live in the water.
Dolphin, turtle, seahorse.
Yes, they all live in the water.
Seahorse. Wow.
Turtle, seahorse. They do all live in the water, and those are indeed different animals.
Congrats.
Well played.
Gina.
Congrats, Gina. Stacy in St. Louis. Stacy, what's up?
Good morning.
Good morning. Here we go, 3 and 5.
Stacy, name 3 cities in California.
San Francisco, San Diego, Los Angeles.
Crushing it.
For the win, here we go.
For the win. Name 3 types of fruit-flavored candy.
Oh, my God.
You had it. Skittles got in your head, lady.
All right, here you go, Stacy. Bounce back for the win.
Stacy, name 3 things with wheels.
Car, bus, cart, wagon.
Cars, bus. What was the third one?
Wagon.
There was something. Arch?
Parts?
Cart. C-A-R-T.
Cart.
Oh, cart.
All right, yeah, we'll
All
take
right,
cart.
congrats.
We'll take cart.
Congrats, Stacy. Nice. And last but not least, Freddie in Wright City. Freddie, what's up?
Good morning. Happy belated birthday, Moon.
Thank you very much. Get the win here. Get the win.
Good luck,
All
brother.
right. Thanks, man.
Name 3 trendy clothing brands from the 90s.
Z Cavaricci, IOU, Gucci.
Oh, that's my
dude,
guy.
yes.
Way to go.
I have all those on right now.
All he needed was a Bugle Boy and a Jordache, and we would have had
Yeah,
them.
dude. As soon as he said Z Cavaricci, I said, this guy's going to Point
Yep,
Fest.
I like this guy.
Name 3 drinks that annoy bartenders when you order them at the bar.
Margarita, Long Island iced tea, gin and tonic.
Great. We can be annoyed by anything.
I don't know. I don't know anything
First
about that.
2, I will definitely agree with you. Gin and tonic, we're going to
Kinda
give it to
easy.
you.
All right.
I'm giving you the
All
Z
right.
Cavaricci bump on it.
Congrats, Freddie.
Okay,
Good job,
bye,
Freddie.
Fred.
Help.
Bye, Freddie.
Help. Help. And that is how you do a quick round of 3 and 5. Big week in sports this last weekend. Big weekend. You know,
What happened?
well, there's the Tiger Woods stuff. You know, he's doing great. Everything's coming up.
Coming
Tiger, coming back. Tiger, and then you know, baseball is back on. Battlehawks are back on.
Yeah.
March Madness. I mean,
Just win-win, but a lot of wins for St. Louis this weekend.
this is a good time. So let's do this. Sports by Rafe is brought to you by
Chuck's Hot Chicken, the #1 chicken sandwich in the state of Missouri is Chuck's Hot Chicken, and it's National Hot Chicken Sandwich Day, so please go get some Chuck's.
Get you some chucks. Let's start college basketball. March Madness did what March Madness be doing, absolutely ruining someone's emotional stability and probably costing them their marriage because of gambling debts.
Oh, no.
Duke Blue Devils had a 19-point lead over the UConn Huskies, which in basketball terms is usually Gucci, but not during March Madness, baby. Duke completely collapsed. UConn pulled an Ocean's 11-esque heist. And with less than 1 second left, bing, bang, bong, game-winning 3, and I believe we have some audio for
That's
that.
right. The Blue Devils, but you know, spelled wrong, if you will. Check it out.
72-70. Duke, 10 seconds to
72-70.
go. Get it into Boozer, back for Sarr, ahead. Boozer, that ball deflected and stolen by Mullins. Caravan, 2 seconds. Mullins tosses it up. Oh! It's good! We're point 3! UConn goes in front. Utterly impossible. March means drama. Astounding. All Duke had to do was hold the ball there. Absolutely. Dead in the water. To come back and win this one, 73-72. A March hero is born. Braylon Mullins hits the dagger.
All they had to do is hold the ball there.
Braylon Mullins
UConn.
proved that Duke is just short for Dookie. And history nerds loved it because it's the 36-year anniversary that Duke broke UConn's heart with the Christian Laettner shot heard round the world. Karma is a dish best served cold. Sorry, Duke. It all comes back around. Meanwhile, the NCAA, though, good news locally. The Fighting Illini heading to their first Final Four in 21 years.
It's awesome.
And they ain't acting like tourists, baby. They've been here before. Freshman Keaton Wagler dropped 25 points as Illinois just straight up bullied Iowa 71-59, dominating the paint like Sherwin Williams. They outscored Iowa 40-12 on the inside. 40-12 in the paint, dog. And Coach Brett Underwood, 39 years in coaching, basically said, I've seen a lot of stuff, but this hit a little different. Also worth noting, Illinois also has an NBA 2K roster of 7-footers from Europe. Underwood's emphasis on recruiting Eastern Europeans has paid off this tournament. We got brothers from Croatia. One brother, I'm going to butcher this, Tomislav Ivisic, who stands 7'1", and his twin brother Zvonimir, who's 7'2", have shined in the NCAA tournament. They got 2 7-foot twin language. You know those twin brains, dude.
Yeah.
They're working overtime.
Tiny parents, too. Have you seen their parents?
No.
Yeah.
Warwick Davis size.
Yep. Crazy.
What does that mean?
That means somebody cheated.
He's short.
Okay.
But it's cool because you got 2 blue-chip athletes out of the deal, so look the other way. Moving on to the NHL. The Blues. Let's hit hockey because the Blues are suddenly hotter than a toasted ravioli right out of the fryer. They beat the Toronto Maple Leafs 5-1. That's 4 straight wins, and they are rolling, which is crazy.
Skate boys.
You figure out what this team's deal is. Dylan Holloway, goal and assist. Jordan Bennington back in his villain era, making saves, baby. Blues are now 10-1-2 in March, outscoring opponents 37-20 and holding teams to 2 goals or less per game, which is crazy. Shout out to Justin Hall, also former Maple Leaf, scoring against his old team yesterday. Nothing more petty and beautiful in sports than scoring on your ex and skating past them like, if you can't handle me at my Maple Leaf, then you don't deserve me at my Blues. Moving on to the Cardinals. St. Louis Cardinals, good news. They won 2 out of 3 against the Rays opening weekend. That's wonderful.
Heck yeah.
With a ton of runs.
Bad news. They also gave up 41 hits and 23 runs.
Oh, no.
So technically a winning series. Statistically, as Polo would say, a no bueno. The offense was cooking, 22 runs total, but the bullpen treated leads like they were something to be just given away for free. Sunday was the heartbreaker, bases loaded, chance to flip the game. Mason Wynn pops out on the first pitch. That at-bat basically changed everything because after that, the bullpen came in and said, what if we just didn't? 5 runs allowed late. Game over. Dustin May made his debut, gave up 6 runs and summed it up perfectly. A lot of bad luck, and also we missed the plate a lot. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, that's good.
That's a good assessment of what was going on. Translation, we were not good. But Jordan Walker did have a day. Nolan Gorman hit 443-foot bomb, and the offense looks like it's alive.
Yeah, the offense,
like last year.
You actually win games with offense.
Yeah, good
not
bats.
So much defense.
Good bats.
Well, I mean, pitching helps.
Yeah.
The pitching doesn't tighten up. The season's going to feel like we're going to have a fireworks show every game where the couch catches fire at the end. So let's not do that, boys. Let's get the bullpen shored up. Moving on, final bit, the quad god. We all got to know what's going on with the quad god, guys.
Yeah.
Real quick, overseas figure skating has righted itself. The Mandel effect. The world is right again because Ilya Malinin, also known as the quad god, just won his 3rd straight world title. He's back on top of the podium after an epic meltdown in the Olympics. He comes back, landed 5 quadruple jumps, threw in a backflip because why not? And he said he just wanted to get through it, buddy. You didn't just get through it. You're the quad god again. You defied gravity. We love you. And that concludes today's Rafe Sports Report.
Hey, also on STL Today, they got a front page story here as far as sports goes. After meeting with officials from North Carolina State, St. Louis University men's basketball coach Josh Schertz has removed his name for consideration for the job Sunday and released a statement affirming his commitment to SLU. So he did.
Nice.
He turned down the NC State job. That is huge, and that's
Holy
your sports.
smokes.
Thanks, Rafels. One quick break, and we'll wrap it up. All right, nerds, that is it for us for today. Like I said, Rizz is going to be back on Wednesday, so Lerner's going to take the day off tomorrow. And what are you going on, a float trip? You hanging out?
No, I got to go. I got a follow-up appointment with my doctor tomorrow.
Oh, fun.
Got to find out if I can lift over 20 pounds finally.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
Good times.
All right.
I haven't been able to bench anything for like a month. So.
No bench. I mean, that's...
I want to get swole again, dude. I'm getting puny.
Love it. Well, Tina's going to join us in your stead. We'll have a good fun as our 4-piece.
Thanks, Tina. I love you.
Yeah, thank you, Tina. We'll give away some more tickets tomorrow. Don't forget to check out the clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring and the podcast from Dobbs Tire and Auto. We got a title today?
Here's your rocking chair. Adios.
Bye.
Nice. Don't forget, Can You Feel the Punk tonight at the pageant, May 2nd. 2 shows, 3 p.m. and an 8 p.m. and the VIP experience. You can check out what we do and get tickets and info at canyoufeelthepunktonight.com. Scott, what you got?
Speaking of punk rock, if you love punk rock, come out to St. Louis Family Church for the Good Friday service. It's just happening Friday night, but Saturday is going to be the really fun event. I'll be out there hosting our Easter egg hunt, and it's huge. It's a lot of fun. It's free, 9 a.m. to noon over there at St. Louis Family Church. Go to slfc.org, check it out, and they have 4 services on Easter Sunday as well.
Heck yeah. Learn what you got.
Yeah, do that because, hey, Lane Narrows at the Miners Theater is sold out.
Oh,
thanks to the last 20 people who bought up tickets this past weekend. I love you, and I can't wait to rock out with everybody this weekend.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Congratulations there, Rafe.
Follow that sellout flex with not sold out Rafe Williams at Funny Bone St. Louis. But 2 shows sold out, 1 very close. 200 tickets shy of a 5-show sellout.
Let's
so
do it.
Help me out. Buy these 200 tickets between now and Thursday, dude. STLfunnybone.com. STLfunnybone.com. I got Sean O'Brien opening for me. I got some surprise guests, and there's going to be some Easter miracles being performed. So don't miss it.
Sweet. And lastly, the Team Rizz member of the day brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. It's Jake Duffner. Jake Duffner from St. Louis.